Welcome to the League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Thresh, the Chain Ward. Thresh is a short-ranged, beefy support champion who excels at manipulating the position of himself, his enemies, and his allies. Thresh can bring in an ally to gank from far away, save them from peril, or dive into the action himself. Thresh's passive is Damnation. Unlike other champions, Thresh does not gain armor per level. However, when nearby enemies die, they drop souls that Thresh can collect by walking over them. As Thresh collects these souls, he permanently gains armor and ability power. Death Sentence has a passive and an active effect. Passively, Death Sentence causes Thresh's attacks to deal bonus damage based upon the number of souls harvested, his total attack damage, and how long it's been since his last attack. When activated, Thresh throws out his scythe, damaging and pulling in the first enemy it hits. After hitting an enemy, Thresh may reactivate Death Sentence to pull himself to his target. I recommend a point in Death Sentence at level 1 and maxing it by level 13. Dark Passage tosses Thresh's lantern. If an ally near the lantern clicks it, Thresh will pull his ally and the lantern to himself. Any allied champions who walk near the lantern are also granted a damage blocking shield for a few seconds. I recommend taking Dark Passage at level 2 and maxing it immediately. Flay damages and slows all enemies in a line, both in front of and in back of Thresh. All enemies struck are also pushed in whichever direction Thresh casts the ability. Thresh can either push enemies away or pull them toward himself. I recommend placing 1 point in Flay early, but maxing it last. The Box is Thresh's ultimate. When cast, Thresh creates a prison of spectral walls around himself. Enemy champions who walk through a wall are damaged and massively slowed for a short time, but break that specific wall in the process. Let's start with Thresh's laning. Always make your best effort to collect the souls that drop from enemy minions in lane. However, some players may make this difficult. Fighting against Taric and Tristana, they do a good job of playing aggressively. Never collect a soul if you'll take too much damage for it. When fighting against Thresh, always punish him if he overextends to pick one up. Once the minions do push up, Thresh can easily collect them, but they will eventually die off. Many of Thresh's abilities can be used to save allies or himself. Here, as Trundle comes in for a gank, Thresh casts Flay toward Trundle. This knocks him back, allowing Thresh and Ashe to escape. Thresh is also good at securing kills in lane. Despite missing Death Sentence,
hello
Thresh
and welcome to live stream for today for the Inter-Varsity Challenge. I'm your caster for today. I'm Zayatibus, and this is our special guest once again.
Commander.
Well,
and
if you've been
to the Inter-Varsity Challenge.
He's still very shy, so please scold him if he does anything wrong. It'll be my day.
Yes, we are reading all the chat and all the sarcasm that will be thrown at my way. Bring it on.
Bring it on, really.
Yes,
and as well, so for today, some of the games have already begun, but the game we're streaming for the first best of 32 will be Team Trick against, well, Changsong Gaming. Changsong Gaming.
Yeah.
So this is going to be very interesting to see what happens from here. So yeah, so he's blurred on what's happening, so let me help him for a while. So can you try speaking once again?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
No, okay. It's okay, we're going to do a side fix onto my co-caster's mic. It's not working as usual, just like how a studio cast doesn't work for some stupid reason, and then I've left the solo casting and he does everything else, so I have no idea why this is happening to me, and he's patting me on the back, so you guys don't even know anything about that. So here we have the Study Hard, Play Harder Inter-Varsity Challenge that's happening today and tomorrow, and so today will be the best of 32 and the best of 16. It's going to be very interesting.
And I think it's fixed. Yes, I am back.
Oh, wait, you say you think it's fixed? I thought you said the match is fixed.
Oh, no, the match is not fixed. These guys are playing for the win.
Okay,
Yeah.
definitely.
And sorry about that earlier. Yeah, we had a bit of technical problems, but it's fixed now. Yes, I had technical problems. So sorry.
Unforgiven. But right now, we're going to move into the bans and picks directly, so we're going to see what happens with Team Trick against Changsong Gaming.
Do you have any speculations as what is going to get banned? Or is
Kha'zix that, Kill,
Kha'zix.
Elise.
Kill? That's an interesting ban.
The same things. So here we do see actually for the first ban for the side of Team Trick is going to be Shan, and here we see Malphite being taken out. Malphite is still one of those hard
Feared
to deal
champions.
with.
Yeah, not many people still knows how to deal with Malphite at lower levels.
I mean, Malphite overall is still a very strong champion, but is overall, if you crush him in the laning phase, or if he's being a jungle, you crush him in his jungle, he's not going to have a very bad time helping on team fights and overall team composition. And here we can see instantly,
Blitzcrank.
it's going to be taken out actually.
Yeah, I think they just want an easy laning phase. They don't want to deal with his hooks at the laning phase, the zones.
I mean, it will be quite troublesome to deal with the hooks on Blitzcrank, so it's definitely something that people want to avoid.
Yeah, they don't want to lose in the middle game as well from just a random hook and hook one of the carries out.
And here we see Kha'zix being
Kha'zix. Yeah, we called that one.
No, I called that.
Okay, you called that one. Alright.
Sorry, just playing with you, but yeah. So here, for the last ban, what do you think is going to be for Team Trick?
I'm not sure Rengar will get banned after his nerf, but it could be Rengar as well.
Rengar got, I wouldn't say he really got nerf, he got slightly fixed, more so or less. Yeah. He got buff nerf at the same time, so I would say he's more balanced now, actually.
Yeah, that's fair. And Orianna is actually the pick for their ban.
Yeah, ban though. So,
Orianna is just a good laner. She can just stay in the lane and farm. They probably do not want to deal with.
But then right now, if you see the bruiser meta, with Kha'zix being taken out, there's still Zed. If you saw yesterday's games of GPL, it's Jarvan. You know, those bruiser mids right now will rack an AP mid champion, and Orianna is one of those champions that
Caitlyn, that's
wow. So
yeah.
Maybe they're spying each other's information so far.
Yeah.
So that Caitlyn is one of the most played champions on their side. Because Caitlyn is very strong with Nunu being taken up. So instead of banning Nunu, maybe they decide to ban the AD carry instead. And here, instantly, for the side of the blue team, Team Trick, they pick Amumu down.
Yeah, and listen, and what do you think the second one will be? That's actually very hard to tell at the beginning phase.
Well, they should pick the jungler up as well. Unless DC is not going to, if DC is going to top lane, they should pick a separate jungler because, you know, on the side of Team Trick, they picked up the jungler, so they want to remain certain things.
Oh, Lee Sin's going to the jungle.
And here we see Nunu, the support mixing up very quickly. So the combination might be a Kog'Maw or Vayne on
yeah,
side.
Vayne or Kog'Maw.
Yeah, but it's interesting to note that what they will actually pick up. So I believe that Team Trick might be going for AoE team comp overall, the team fights, because
with the Mumu to start it off.
Maybe taking out Blitzcrank and Orianna because, you know, if the dive does happen, they'll be able to thwart it and stop it with the overall control. So just did not want to see it happen. So I believe it's a troll pick right there, just to troll us. It's definitely not going to be Mordekaiser.
Oh, it's going to be Sona Ezreal.
One of the better or slash best counters to a Nunu combo with Kog'Maw or Vayne in the early game. The better pokes coming out from Ezreal as well as Sona.
Yeah, that's true. And Sona Q also gives ability power, which enhances everything that Ezreal does. Yeah. And the nukes coming from Ezreal Sona are strong as well.
There's the ultimate combos right there. After the Crescendo lands, the Ezreal forms the ultimate, it does tons of damage.
Never remember Ezreal's ultimate name. What does it call?
Arcane Barrage.
Okay, yeah, Arcane Barrage.
Unless I'm wrong, then I've taught you something wrong. But here we see that...
Actually, yeah, go on.
They're picking up Vayne actually, even though they've been counter picked, so we might see some lane swaps happening, or they are quite confident in winning the lane against Ezreal and Sona combo.
It's actually quite hard for Vayne Nunu to fight against Ezreal Sona. They do not have the sustain to fight per se.
But it comes down to how well they poke each other and dodging the pokes for the side of Vayne, I'll have to say.
And what's worse off for them is that they picked clans. So it might be good late in the later game, but at the early phase, clans doesn't really block anything from Ezreal Sona.
It's for the jungle gang, Amumu it does.
Yeah,
and
if Amumu lands his
managed tops. But there is the exhaust as well from exhaust and ignite coming off from both Sona and Ezreal.
And now they have TF, so yeah, she needs the clans from TF's ulti to a stun.
Yes, definitely. So, but a bit weird pick.
Where do you think Nidalee is gonna go? Top or mid?
For now, I would like to say top, but we have to see more. Because Lady Nidalee Top is becoming more famous with the changes of items. But here we see Nana going for Hecarim, you know.
Top Hecarim.
Well, he has been playing it quite a lot because I know him personally as a player. And I talked to him. He keeps asking me why no one plays Hecarim top lane at all.
Well, I think it's because Hecarim pushes too much with his he needs to gather up the momentum with his
not really. I mean, he can charge past you and knock you back before the jungle will come in very easily as well to set up the gang. It really depends.
I think Amumu is trolling us right now. This is revive TP. This is definitely not
We never know. Maybe it's going to lock. They're going to not lock in. I mean, when the countdown finishes, they might lock that in. It's going to be quite funny to see.
Yeah, that will be. Okay, now I think we can confirm that Nidalee will be a top lane because Fizz.
Yes, so Fizz, it is a counter to Twisted Fate overall, being able to use the tricks. I forgot.
Yeah, it's a weird name. It's yeah, it's a weird name.
Not a weird name. I just can't remember it right now. I guess no something trickster. Crap. Something trickster. The E.
You can actually check on that.
Yes, you can actually check on that. But before we go into game, more importantly, we're going to see trick. Well, Pass definitely going to change the starter spells very soon before countdown ends. His team is most probably going to kill him, and there'll be more. See, my opinion.
I hope he lags at the last moment. And it's like
the starter spell doesn't change.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's just take a look at some of the runes and masteries. I suppose people are more interested in the Hakrim that's being chosen and ticked up. So for the side of our top lane, Hakrim, well, it's called Squirtle right there by the other fight. It's just going for very basic movement speed. Oh, I'm going for armor pen instead of flat AD with 13 armor and, well, magic resist per level for the glyphs. In terms of masteries, it's going for standard 921 for top lane to be tanky, as well as do some basic damage to the armor penetration from the side of the offensive.
Yeah, an overall bruiser build. Yeah.
So here it is. Yes, it's changed back.
Mumu has changed back.
No problems at all. No troll picks happening.
And it's Playful Trickster, I checked. That's its name, Playful Trickster.
Oh yes, Playful.
Yeah,
Trickster, yes, definitely, yeah. So one thing Fizz does very well in countering TF is that he can dodge almost every single skill.
Yeah, because they're all projectiles.
Except for the ulti, so to speak. Will still be seen even if you jump up.
Yeah, and TF doesn't have much of an escape other than his flash, and Fizz can just get right to his face. And that's going to put TF in a very uncomfortable position, say.
Yes, TF does not deal well with assassins overall early game to late game, I have to say. He really just needs to play safe and just farm up to get his Lich Bane, or maybe even some people play Twin Shadows right now to just travel around the map and do the ganks, which is the most important thing.
And that's what TF does best as well, because he can just go anywhere he wants.
So let's take a look at the range runes. Just be slightly interesting to see whether there's anything different prepared against the Sona Ezreal combo. No, it's just going to be very standard. Flat AD, flat armor, magic resist per level, and for the masteries, yes, the standard 21-9. Yeah.
The HP to just survive the nuke. It's going to come out from them.
Oh, Vayne is one of the more squishy AD carries in the game, so definitely it's something that they need to have. So overall, in team composition-wise, what do you think for both sides?
I think that the blue team, the one on the left, the one with Mumu and all, they have a very good laning phase early. The bottom lane is going to be won by Sona Ezreal at the start because the bottom lane does not have much sustain, as in Vayne Nunu. And Twisted Fate is a good to just stay in the lane and just gives the passive +2 gold per kill. And top lane's probably going to be a 50-50 with him, Hikarim just taking a few blows from Nidalee, nothing too special there. So to the early game, I think blue team will win. Will win out in the early phase. On the late game phase though, Vayne is a late game monster. So it depends on how the early game goes. If blue team can snowball early, I guess blue team will have a very easy time taking the game.
But I actually more interested to note is that when I saw Amumu being picked up, I really thought that for the side of Team Trick, they'll pick up Miss Fortune as well. If you see more of the professional games right there that are being played out for other tournaments, the picks right now very strongly will be Amumu MF composition, maybe with Sona as well. So Amumu chargings for the ulti, MF will just use bullet time with the Bloodthirster and Black Cleaver, just proccing the armor reduction, just doing tons and tons of damage for the team.
But Ezreal can work as well with his Arcane Barrage, just not as well. But it's gonna be a guaranteed hit because they're all rooted to the ground, and he'll get he'll max his passive. He'll get the
bonus attack speed.
Yeah, bonus attack speed.
So it'll be interesting to see how well this plays off. I think we're definitely going to see a lane swap happen because I don't think Nunu and Vayne really wants to meet up with Sona and Ezreal. They just want to let the Vayne farm up very easy and not get pressured too much in the early game.
Or they could have Lee Sin babysit them because Lee Sin's early game capacity is strong.
And not only that, as well as the early gangs coming out. So Amumu is much weaker than jungle, so it's safe to say, or maybe they should, instead of Kingston Gaming, they should really just dive into the jungle right there, ward up their blue and try to invade opponent's blue to stop Amumu from getting the first blue, stopping in his tracks, and jungle much slower.
But Vayne Nunu isn't exactly a good invader comp, you know.
It is quite fine in terms of overall. I mean, they don't have much CC on their end, But in terms of Nidalee's random spear landing, and
Random spear.
you never know. You just throw a spear, max range,
Yeah,
hits
it's-
the person in the brush, half
It
life.
happened before. It
Sona.
happened in one of my
It's time to
games.
dive in already.
Yeah.
Lee Sin can just jump in, slow them down, or if it takes Sonic, Resonating Strike, Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike first, charging into the fray.
But
with the
can you
follow-up.
really go against like Ezreal's Q at the start and Twisted Fate inevitable stun?
Well, overall, if you think about it, if only Amumu takes Bandage Toss, then maybe you'll see a first kill happen. Because
Yeah, that's true.
with just a Twisted Fate stun coming, it's not going to be enough. Because Hackering will be charging in, everything will be happening. But let's see what happens. We're going to move into game right now, and we'll see whether anything we mentioned will come true
Yeah.
for these short
The
predictions we
blue
have.
pings are going down. I think they might want to invade the red, which it's probably for a ward, just a ward, because Mumu needs a blue at the start to keep his jungle going. We can see Lee Sin starts with 75 damage. He must have got some flat 80 runes right there. Now they're all gathering at the middle for team. What's the Chinese name again? Couldn't remember.
King Song Gaming.
King Song Gaming. That's right.
So unless we got that wrong, you can wrong
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So here we see
King Song
one taking the brush already, and
Oh,
Nidalii
Mumu
taking
being
traps
so
already.
brave.
Wow. So Team 3 is going to be put more aggression actually, be the more aggressive team. You know, they have the Amumu. They know there might be a counter jungle happening, so they go walk together, they plant the wall and they fall back out to see later on whether when Lee Sin takes the raid or takes the Wraith, they'll know where he is exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Mumu, as I said, will start with the blue because it's so mana intensive in the jungle early.
It depends. Some people like to throw things off. They actually go for red first. They say only go for the blue. When go for the Wraith and the red buff at the bottom side, they do it very aggressively in terms of the support, even the mid lane, and as well as AD carry help Amumu just do as much damage as they can.
And also, we've seen a lot of Lee Sins, like after they get their raid, they immediately go for an invade with a hard leash. And because of Lee Sin's early game capacity with the Q, he can actually put a lot of pressure on the enemy jungle. So I think you'll see what happens. Lee Sin actually going for the race right now, and that means he will be taking the red. We'll see whether he will try to go for the blue.
Well, the scumbag feast stealing EXP and stealing money.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, here we see bottom side trick is doing the golems right there, taking the least amount of damage as possible, but doing a bit slow in my opinion.
Yeah, after the new patch, the secondary golem is actually quite weak. He has a much less HP.
Yes, but they were focusing on the large golem first, so
Yeah, that's kind of weak.
something interesting to note. So here we see
They did not swap lanes.
Oh, they did not swap
Yeah.
lanes, but early gank happening up onto top. So they decide to let bottom just play safe, and maybe the
yes.
top snowball instead. So here we do see
Lee Sin trying to be sneaky on the
going
top
for early
lane.
game, but he look at this. Fizz
Yeah.
at level 2 really diving in for the kill right there, almost getting on to TF. So we can see how aggressive they're playing it. And well, with the early EXP that Fizz did get, he got level 2 earlier than
Yeah.
Twister. So that's why he could
He
dive
can
in.
push that advantage on the lane. Lee Sin backed off from top, and he's back to the jungle. Nothing going on special around at the bot lane.
Yep. So right now, just for both sides, it's just trading hits. But here in the middle, Fizz is just going aggressive whenever he has the chance because he needs to take advantage of the fact that Twisted Fate is still much lower level, and Fizz can do much more damage overall just the pokes. And here, bottom side, Baby Man's taking quite a bit of pokes right there, but so is Jerku as Vayne, both being very low. But
Yeah, and
the
I
Sona
think
has just sustained.
yeah, the purple team does not have a sustain on the bot lane, so they can just keep on poking them and trading. And with Vayne starting with a long sword instead, she only has 2 pots, and that's not going to last her very long. So I would expect Lee Sin to come bot right about after he clears the wolves. He will go bot lane and try to clear things up.
I think he will take the blue first as well before clearing things up because he does need the extra level as well to clear the timer onto the golem. So there you go. He's going on blue. The pings are coming up for the side of Team Trick. I'm not sure why though. Are they opting
It's
to
because
die?
Vayne's actually extremely low. She will not be part of the combat at least.
Well, it's still hard. It still depends. If Lee Sin dies in first, Vayne just need to dodge the skill shots from Ezreal. She still can go in to do some damage.
But
No,
she did not grab a level of condemn. So I do not
Oh,
think this.
okay,
will
then
go.
most probably won't go in.
Yeah.
So here the mid side once again, Fizz just showing why he's a boss, but you don't dodge that.
Why is
Kyle.
it?
But here he's going to
Oh, he's
jump
gonna
in.
count bang. Well, the Q misses, but it's not like he's gonna dive in anyway.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, because he already uses his shield. So
I mean,
I doubt
he
he
can
will.
opt to use the Q combo and Fizz for Flash Ignite, and then they're gonna move out. if it does enough damage. If the timer, I mean, if the damage is right, I mean, they would waste a lot of flash, a lot of things,
Yeah.
but Fizz will be able to
Risky.
snowball harder into the lane, and then he'll be able to kill just a
he
bit
could-
much easier later
Yeah,
on.
and he could also snowball by just remaining in the lane, forcing TF back. So TF now is miraculously at the same level. Oh no, Fizz just hit 5.
But at the same time, you see TF is losing out on the CS, which is something rare, but TF does need the extra levels, like level 7 first before he clear minion waves very quickly. So that's why he is being pressured quite a bit. And I would say that he got 1-800 Crymo is doing a good job.
Yeah, and now Twisted Fate has the item advantage because he went back. So I think it's about time Fizz should go back. Yeah, now.
Good. Almost being hit by the wild card, right?
Yeah, he should go all the way back to the tower and safer there.
Yep, so nothing much happening, but Amumu once again with the weird item going. A few Amumos actually going for the Madrid's Razor. I'm not sure why though.
That's actually a very... He doesn't depend on his basic attacks. Most of them go for the crest of the Ancient Golem.
So I mean it depends because sometimes early stage wise it's still you kill the jungle much faster. In terms of right now, if you feel you're ganking, push you very far behind as a
but
jungle.
bot lane,
Spawns might go
it's gonna
down.
get maybe a first split? No. And they forced it back. I think Sona was a little overextended there. And he got pinned to the wall.
But here we can see that actually Vayne and Nuno coming up against Sona and Ezreal right there at the bot lane. CS wise, Ezreal is still winning, but he hasn't went back to base yet. And
it's expected for him to be winning a bit of CS because
there it
we
goes.
missed some action in the mid lane.
Yes,
First split there.
you care what was happening. Of course, we missed it.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. Yeah, Fizz doing a good job right there. Landing 6 first, using the ultimate instantly right there, and just catching TF off guard and diving into the tower, securing the kill, and using the playful Shash Trickster to get out.
At the bot lane, Sona is like such a good sustained champion. Look at her HP, it's back to half.
I mean, she does use up a lot of mana, and with the Vampiric Scepter, we can see that Vayne is still going to be fine, has enough health. If they want to dive in for the kill, it is still possible, but Sona has not used Exhaust yet, so they want to be much more worried about this.
Most new Vayne will start off with at least a Vampiric Scepter or a Bloodthirster because of the attack speed boost already.
It depends.
They lack the sustain, so Bloodthirster gives them the sustain from the attacks.
But overall, if Vayne went Static Shift still, she'll be able to do a lot of damage, a lot of mobility, as well as a lot of attack speed. It still works out fine because she does have extra 2 damage. And here we see Vayne getting killed, instantly flashing out, and the snowball, ice ball coming off from Nunu, slowing down Baby Mans right there. Very good job right there.
Yeah, that's a great
Sona
job.
being caught off, being a bit too aggressive. And here we see once again trades going off in the middle as well. Fizz at level 7, and Twisted Fate just at level 5, and no big gangs happening, nothing much.
It was a decent try, but
here we can see Vayne's getting caught. Vayne's AFK!
yeah. Vayne ain't kiting. I think she could have lived if she just tumbled past that arcane.
No, this is a bad habit players have, you know.
Yeah, it's
just
like, I want to kill, shoot.
no. It's not I want to kill. It's that they press recall, they load back to base, and they already open the item shop because Vayne did not move at all from that spot. So she thought she'd be safe and she'd be teleporting back.
There's only 2 possibilities. 1, she DC'd. 2,
definitely
she's
not.
looking at somewhere else.
But here at the top lane, the
Fizz
kill
solo
going on
kill.
to another fight, doing a good job. At the bottom side, Fizz coming up for the assassination onto Amumu right there. So both not backing down in terms of overall kills, but in terms of farming right now, it's slightly actually in the favor of. Interesting. But the goal difference is not at large. That's the main thing I wanted to say. Farming wise, they have 1 more kill. In terms of overall CS, it is in the favor, mostly. It's about the same.
I'm trying to do math here, but I'm failing.
No, it's about the same for CS wise, but
Yeah.
the goal is the same. So I'm wondering what.
There's 3 kills on the Kang Song Gaming side.
Yeah, there's 3 kills on Kingston Gaming side, but there's no goal lead or advantage right there. So maybe Amumu.
Oh, it's TF's passive.
Oh yes, TS passive right there. Totally forgot about
Yeah.
that. The extra 2 goal per CS taken for the entire team.
And then you multiply that with all the.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
definitely.
gonna do that.
That's why it's a good thing to have TF in your team.
Keep that goal advantage on.
So here we see Fizz going quite aggressive overall. He has the shit up and ready. But he's not going to dive onto Amumu. He's going to save his abilities. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Yes, as I say, he's not going to dive. You can see pass.
He likes proving us wrong. Oh, and here comes in TF.
But Playful slash
Playful,
restrictions
yeah.
is not just a great card right there. Good job by Fizz.
Lee Sin was nearby as well, so they quit chasing and moved back.
So here we see the bottom side. Berserker Q is remote up, and once again top lane trades going on. Ooh,
And an interesting thing to note is that Israel has not go back and buy items yet.
He wants to be a boss in the lane.
Yeah, he wants to be a boss in the lane.
Only support, go back, buy your stuff, come back and heal me.
Yeah.
I mean, he is able to apply the pressure and he is able to have a lot of mana, but here he's being caught off right there. Ezreal ultimate being used right there, and Vayne is going into position with the ultimate. The Nunu Absolute Zero does take down Ezreal, and secondly, Vayne does take down Sona right there.
Yeah,
so
I think Ezreal shouldn't have ulted when he was exhausted. He should have at least waited a little while, because not then.
I believe it was like just press at the same time.
Yeah, could be.
One of those things. So
Yeah, one of those things that I can't stop this right now. I just gotta keep on going with it.
So everything overall still looks great for the side of Kingsong Gaming, but still they just only have a 1k gold lead. It'll be interesting to see whether they can maintain this lead and advantage.
And as I said earlier, Trick Gaming would do a better time if they snowball their lanes, and right now they're not doing it. They're letting Vayne pick up kills, and Vayne is the kind that will be a monster in the late game. So I think, it's definitely in the favor of Kingsong Gaming right
it's
now.
Still fine. But the overall team composition on the side of Team Trick, like taking down Vayne is actually an easy job. It's just whether they can do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But she has a cleanse as well. It makes it kind of hard to properly
No,
put your
it's, not,
paws
it's,
on
not, it's more like the cleanse does have a short delay, so to speak, when you use it, depending on the user, and at the same time, how well they coordinate and charge in. Because it's like very easily, if Amumu's ultimate hits, Hecarim will just follow through with Sona and Ezreal's ulti.
Yeah,
It's like an entire combination.
It's all about positioning.
Yeah,
That
it's
Vayne
not
must
only
get
just
caught.
the CC, but the damage coming out from each of those skills actually quite
At the mid lane, we see the ulti coming down from Fizz. Fizz goes in. I don't think
Definitely
he may be picking up the kill. I'm not sure, but it might be too. Nope, playful
simple.
trickster.
It's a simple job right there for Fizz. I mean, TF was using the blue card, so Fizz thought, okay,
Yeah.
it's time to dive in. And
That's actually a very, very good choice. That's
as well as
very good
landing
observation.
most of the time, I'll have to say. Doing a very good job using Fizz.
And pushing the advantage onto TF, who does not have the mobility to avoid his skill. But now Mumu is facing off against Lee Sin, and Lee Sin,
Lee Sin, I'm not sure why he decided to fight against Amumu, who does so much damage. I mean, right now at level 8, I mean, if the early game, when they counter jungle, it's still understandable.
Mumu looks so cute, he just thought he's harmless.
No, I mean, he needed a friend, so Lee Sin was like, okay, I'll
hug
give you.
me. I'll hug you.
But yeah. So here, bot lane being very aggressive already, but as you already have the Bloodthirster and but Vayne does have the Berserker Greaves as well, the BS. So here we see
I
the
think-
clans popping up right there. TF coming
TF's
in,
got
nothing
mighty
is going to happen.
Yeah.
Very,
He came in too front. If he wanted to really dive, he should have moved a little bit more to the back.
So they should have waited for TF to start the ulti
Yeah.
before Sona landed the ultimate, or they should actually go for a more
And
of a
they should
tough
wait for
fight.
Amumu to come a little closer as well. Amumu was too out of position to toss his bandage.
But here we might see that Team Trick might be going for the turret instead, but will they be caught off right there? Fizz has the ulti up and ready.
Yeah, and it's already so
Zero to
close.
stop them down. We can see Fizz charging in from the side, and it lands onto Sona, and Vayne just juking people around. And well, the start of Fizz being stuck, but here we
I
see
don't-
Lee Sin diving in
there
right
seems
there.
to be a
It's
lack
whole
of,
fight going on the top side.
Yeah.
You see running around, the Condemn does see people away. Oh, but
And
here
there
we
seems
see
to be a
two
lack
kills
of
going to the
targeting
side.
as well.
Wow.
It
Lee
seems to be
Sin-
all over the place. They're not focusing on one person. But it all worked out well for Team Trick.
They're focusing separately, but the Bloodthirster is stronger than the Lantern right there, so Lee Sin unable to take down
Is it a
Ezreal.
fully charged thirster? Let me check on that.
What?
Is it a fully charged? Oh no, it's just a
that's-
partially charged.
Yeah, almost there, but still a lot of damage right there. And here
And
we can
life.
see Dragon going on to side of Team Trick, and they're just taking advantage of the kills they got right there. The bottom fight, they should have backed off, in my opinion, for the side of Kingsong Gaming, because the Absolute Zero didn't slow or hit onto anyone.
They probably thought that Amumu's ult was down, so they thought it was sufficient, but apparently not.
I mean, they all dive too far away from each other. Like when instantly after Fizz dive onto Sona, he was being aimed by everyone else.
Yeah, and Vayne and Nunu was a little bit far away.
so
At the
here-
top lane, we can see Nidalee actually winning in CS.
definitely she's a range champion.
Yeah, but Hecarim can clear waves at the tower no matter what, with just his and his
But still,
sustain.
it's the same for Nidalee. You just change to Kuga form, pounce on it, and then do the AoE damage. It's like
that's true.
free farm, no problems at all. And the side of Kingsong Gaming, Nuno actually being very aggressive with the ping wards. He's bought quite a bit, I believe.
Yeah,
Well,
that's like
so-
at least the second one that I saw.
Here we see Nana fight getting kicked, but it's like, okay, nothing happened.
And I feel that Lee Sin's a little under-leveled. He's level 7 compared to the support's 8. And you do not want to be behind as a Lee Sin. You want to push yourself because he's...
I mean, he is a stronger early game.
Yeah.
Definitely wants more from there. But Lee Sin's gang No, there's no gangs
Yeah,
actually.
no, there's probably a gang but a failed one. He's like 0-2 right now with no assist.
Okay, but it's like it's still quite weird to speak. I mean, Lee Sin with strong gangs, you see he always traveled to mid lane, but Fizz really got the kill. He went to bot lane just now just to die, so to speak. He scored a 0-2-0. Amumu is 2-1-1 and with a Warmox. And here we see Fizz charging onto Amumu with the Warmox. Not sure whether they noticed he has the item. He is so tanky right there.
They probably realized it after doing damage and like have not much effect.
Oh, never mind. He manages to jump away right there. Sona Crescendo coming out, but here Zunu might be caught out. No, he flashes away. Gonna be safe. Ezreal ulti hitting on the Lee Sin, doing a lot of damage. Hector coming from the center. Ultimate down there right there onto 3 members. Instantly taking down Lee Sin and
Nunu's dead
for the kill. Nope, Amu takes the kill.
I think the Crescendo came a little bit early.
No, I think it was just fine actually.
To pick off one person?
Yeah. I mean, he wanted to stun his man. It cause like, once you catch someone, sometimes, especially if it's AD,
everyone's gonna be on the run.
Yes, especially since Fizz is so fat. He has 3 kills, he has Lich Bane.
Yeah, and he already avoided the stun and TF.
There's something you really want to catch. Those are the major kills. Like for Sona, if you catch the AD carry or the AP carry itself, and your team can go for the kill, it's worth it to use Crescendo.
But right at the early game, it's he caught a Nunu. That's fine as well.
Yeah. So here on the overall, we can see that in the laning phase, slightly was an advantage of Kingston Gaming early just now. But right now, everything is slowly moving back into Team Trick. Team Trick showing off better team fights as well as the composition.
It really showed their power in team fights. But their composition is also very orientated towards a team fight because Kingston Gaming has Fizz is mostly single target, with Vayne also single target, Lee Sin also almost single target.
It's more like
more focused, but they're not focusing.
I wouldn't say focusing. It's more like it's a similar protect Vayne combo, but Fizz will dive in. So would Lee Sin will just kick off anyone in front of Vayne, put him in a safe position. Like Lee Sin is one of those quite good disengage champions with his ultimate. But right now, we can say that they're not really taking advantage of it. And wow, look at the damage coming out from all over the place right now. The Golif bot going straight away for the Iceborne Gauntlet, but does not have enough damage. And on the top lane side, Nanafa is just charging up his Warmox right now after getting Sunfire Cape.
I'm not sure if Amumu always buys Sunfire Cape. What do you think about it as a choice for Amumu as an item?
I mean, it's definitely a good item. It does extra magic damage and works well with all your skills as you slowly chase people down. But still, it's not a good choice overall right now. In this current...
He's probably getting it right.
Probably might be getting right now. We'll have to see. Because the current meta just changes things around. Like, Warmox is cheaper and much more...
and has that flat HP now instead of a
stack.
Yeah, a stack.
Yes, and the regeneration is so good. And gives 1,000 health. Like Sunfire Cape gives 500 health, gives the armor as well as the extra damage, but doesn't give the
survivability
and instant survivability in the early game.
Like, warm-up fights.
Yeah, warm-up fights. He got it like in the 15-minute mark. There's so much ahead, you just definitely get it. Like
so with the Giant's Bell right now, do you think he's gonna turn it into a Sunfire Cape?
Might be a Sunfire Cape, or he might go directly for Randuin's Omen. Just totally want to shut down Vayne, depending on what choices they opt to go for. But a lot of the times, it's going to be a Sunfire Cape as well as a Warmox. We do see a lot of top laners getting that, as well as the junglers in this current pre-season 3 right now. A counter to a lot of things, because they're much cheaper items to get and very effective.
Yeah, and there's a lot of new champions these days are so AD intensive. Zed, Kha'Zix, they will nuke you down. So I guess those items become more and more well wanted.
As well as Fizz cannot nuke right now. Amumu down, or even I believe Hakrim. Sorry. So here we see it inside the middle. Fizz going quite aggressive, but Amumu stops him in his tracks right there. Bottom lane. Ooh.
That's an attempt right there.
And then Vayne being very aggressive. It's a Crescendo, uses the cleanse right there. Oh, we'll be able to get the kill onto Ezreal, but that's not...
Yeah, I think that ulti was unnecessary, but it's a good job overall.
No, I mean, using Vayne ulti is fine just to do extra damage.
No, Junu's ulti. He ulted at the tower.
Just wanted to confirm the kill. Yeah. Just something that, well, you just use it, it's fine, because the cooldown of the overall skills is going to be faster.
Not too long. And right here, your TF might get caught.
He is getting caught. He has the blue card for some reason. And
He
here
needs
we
the
see
mana because
with the blood boy coming in.
oh,
Oh, might be. Yes, the snowball goes off. The pounce is coming in right there, and
Okay.
this is a dead TF.
it's like why am I holding on to this blue card?
Yep.
Why?
You should just have tossed it earlier and then
And hope for the cooldown to get a gold card out, or even a red one. Hikaru looks very strong right now. He's like a boss. He doesn't care what damage falling into him.
Yup. He
And
can
together
take
with
the hits, no problems, and regenerate quite fast. And Mumu might be getting some fake hit.
And now Constant Gaming is going for the dragon. I think Trick will want to contest this. Do they see it? No, they do not have vision of the.
And they
the
know that
dragon.
something's happening.
Yeah,
and
they smell it.
yes, and there goes the wall being planted right there. But it's going to be hard to steal from a Nunu and Lee Sin unless...
And the ping to back is. Oh, that was a good attempt to steal with the Q.
And wow, actually, Lee Sin did not have the smite up and ready, so they have dived in to steal it, but they don't know about it.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. There's no way of telling whether the smite's out unless you properly calculate what's been using it on.
No, unless you see it definitely before
Yeah.
this. But yeah, overall, both teams doing quite a good job in holding our own. Right now, back, the advantage is
Yeah,
still 1k in the side of Kingsong Gaming.
and it's turned around in terms of goal again.
Because of the bottom link here right there, they haven't onto Ezreal
And the dragon.
and the dragon.
Right.
Definitely.
In terms of towers, they are also in the lead, but just a small amount. It's just one.
Yeah, so
So
top
that's-
side, Hackrim hasn't taken his down because he has been roaming quite a bit. It's securing kills for the team. So overall,
Yeah, so far I'm enjoying this. It's a very close game.
Mhm.
Close games are always the nicest game to watch.
not only that, as we mentioned right, the team is Team Trick is team fight oriented.
Mhm.
But then for the side of Kingston Gaming is more of like picking people off.
Yeah, taking advantage of situations.
So we will see which one performs well. As Vayne is just free farming all over the map right now. Went to top, went to bottom with the static shift, just slowly packing up on the CS.
Italy's gonna get caught. Watch
More
this.
CS against Ezreal right now. Nope, Nidalee is just pouncing.
Ah,
Can't catch it, Nidalee, come on. What you
they
joke?
could catch it if he landed a bandage.
If
Yeah, if it's a big word. And so they're gonna push the top tower, probably even the tower a little bit. The tower count.
Yes. But Vayne's just gonna push bot right there, fighting Nana fight right there, 1v1 at the bot. But here, Vayne's silver boats is just proves to be too strong right there, and Hackrim is forced to use ultimate to run away.
I think the idea is to get the Vayne to split push. I mean to split farm and distract the others with it. Because they want Vayne to be that monster killer in the end.
And right now, because of all the tankiness on the side of Team Trick,
Yeah, they know they
can have a team fight to
Yeah.
really not be just a
They
single
know they
person.
cannot win a team fight, so splitting always works that way. I'm surprised TF hasn't done much of his gangs yet.
I mean, he couldn't because he was shut down so early in the early stage just
Like
now.
this.
By Fizz. So he didn't really get a chance to roam around, but he did land one good team fight at the bottom lane just by walking there with his team earlier. So overall, still good, still good. He just needs to be careful not to be caught by Fizz. You can see Fizz being so aggressive, as well as Nidalee as well being
That's
so
how
aggressive.
Fizz works. Fizz just want to catch one person off, nuke him and get away.
Yep. So here we see a fight going on. Nope, it's just dancing around between.
Mumu lands a snare. Lee Sin comes in to help.
Not
But
sure if
I think Fizz is gonna have to back off.
yes, Fish is going to be shut down right there. He was
But-
being aggressive. But here we see Golif coming up, passing over the wall. Lee Sin
Yeah, but we
getting-
can see the Warmark come into play right now. Like, Mumu doesn't care. Mumu takes all the damage and safe, that's fine.
And not only that, he has a boost of swiftness as well.
In fact, I think he wants it that way. He's like, please hit me. I'd rather have it that way.
It depends. So we
As
can
it
see
is.
Nunu and Vayne pushing out her on the tower right there. That's
TF
the
blue.
finish. Or DF is not a wise choice.
Yeah,
to
that-
do
yeah.
Instantly being taken down. And here
There's
we can see
not
the
enough
defense
backup to do
coming in. Vayne is going to be so aggressive, going on to Ezreal
Look
right
at
there.
that critical damage, it practically half his HP.
And
That's good.
Nunu and Amumu and Sona is behind, but they do not have the ultimates up already. Only Crescendo is up and ready. It does hit onto Vayne, but Vayne is going to score another kill right there. And here, another kill going onto Vayne once again. I'm not sure what Team
yeah.
Chick was thinking, but they shouldn't have went in.
They do not have a sustained damage enough to take Vayne down with a Bloodthirster and Nunu's buff. It's just not enough.
Yes. I mean, they were trying, they went in one by one right there. The AoEs were not ready. You know, Sona's ulti landed, but like, so who's going to do the damage after that?
Yeah.
There was no one to do the damage.
And the only way you can take down a Vayne now is a concentrated fire in a team fight. A Nunu into an Ezreal ult into a TF stun.
So here you see a 1-1 fight. Fizz might lose this actually. The fear
Yeah.
actually going on. Fizz jumping over and
Fizz
Nana
overestimating himself. Okay,
Here,
probably.
Nana is Dash is just gonna be able to run away from Lee Sin very easily.
Hecarim is so mobile. But is Nidalee gonna try to intercept him? No.
No, Nidalee is just gonna opt to just farm right there because he knows that he will not make it in time, and he sees that Amumu is coming nearby with the trap that he has planted. So overall, heavy advantage onto the side of Kingsong Gaming because Vayne right now has 6
Yeah.
kills.
Vayne's just a monster right now. He's carrying
He
his
has
team with him now. He has
chosen by a sword
sort
of
of
the divine.
divine. Yeah. What do you think about this? He already has the attack
It's a
speed.
troll item.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
I know. And also,
It depends. I mean, if you use it against like Ezreal, oh whoa, look at the balance toss
Oh,
landing on to
that's a good
Vayne
catch.
right there.
That's
This
what they
might-
need.
Vayne
Yeah.
might go down instantly right there. There
That's what
goes the
they need.
damage.
good hook by Mumu into an ulti.
Here we can see they took advantage. Vayne is down. They need to charge in right here.
Yeah, they need to
and
take a
landing the
tower or
rebuff
maybe challenge
onto-
Baron.
Nope, they were going to charge in for the tower instead because tower is more important. But here we see Fierce sticking. TF so
Oh.
low, but charging in once again for Amumu with all
With
the tanking
Hikaru's
right there.
mobility, he's probably gonna get another one more. That's right. And maybe now they'll take the tower and then move on to Baron.
Yes, they're going to take 2 towers actually. Maybe because Ezreal is pushing bot lane as well, and Ezreal and Vayne is coming on 50 more seconds, so shouldn't be that much of a problem. They do have the Warmocks as well as the Sunfire Cape on Nana, the Warmocks onto Amumu as well. So all very tanky, can take tower hits, no problem at all. And any damage from the opposing team, also no problem as well, as long as it is not Vayne.
Yeah. And Vayne's up again. And back to the question of sort of divine. I mean, with the attack speed that Nunu already gives, I don't think that she needs that item.
I mean, she can reach most probably can reach about 2 to 2.5 attack speed to Sword Divine.
Yeah.
But the critical proc, like how it only be useful against Sona and TF.
Yeah, and sooner or later you're gonna have a lot of critical that 100% critical strike would not be worth it anymore.
I mean, he wants to pound on as much damage as he can.
Right now.
Overall, still good, but definitely he wants to aid Azure, Sona, and TF. Does not want to use it upon Hecarim and Amumu because he won't be able to deal as much damage because they do have the armor right there.
I
The
feel she
critical
should
hits
get-
are doing up 200
I
damage.
feel she should get a Mercurial Scepter just to double cleanse it. To make sure she can, because she will be the prime target, she will be targeted for sure in a team fight. have a... They're having their last stand right now, but I don't think there's nothing much they can do. If they probably could get a good pounce on Vayne, they probably could come back, but that's pretty rare. And just as I said it, Vayne comes in. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Are we good?
I believe we are back up and live, sorry.
Sorry about that, guys.
But there goes the GG right there, so
yeah,
I don't...
We just caught the end of it. It's like fast forward, dude, like the show click.
Like the show click, really.
Oh, look at that. Lee Sin is trolling them. It was like standing in front.
And somehow, there's a weird thing happening here. If you actually notice, this game's end in 38 minutes and 29 seconds, but actually the game goes on for 71k minutes.
Whoa!
630 seconds. Not sure what's wrong with this. Should be a bug, and there goes, wow, look at the fast forward. Not sure what's happening. A bug's happening all over, you know. We have been trolled right there.
That, Kha'zix Gaming did a really good maneuver at the bot lane, kept their Vayne alive, and the Vayne picked up a lot of them. I mean, Vayne died in the end, but all 4 of the remaining members were alive, pushed both inhibitors down, and after that, they went for Baron, and pretty much end the game from there.
So let's just take a closer look at the score screen to understand what happened just now in terms of overall goal difference. And we apologize, you know, someone from the office decided to steal our equipment just now without us looking, and he made our sound disappear. So yeah, we have actually 2 different events going on in the office right now.
They're taking away my freedom of speech.
Yes, they took away our freedom of speech right there. We had to fight the replacement instantly. So I don't know why this guy trolled us, but yeah. So basically, we talked for I think 20 minutes without sound.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't 20 minutes because that would be a waste
like
of
half of the game. But here, going on to the score screen, we can see that Vayne in the end has 16.6k, 10 kills, even though they died 6 times. Also, CS is at the highest second highest actually for the team, and tying with Hecarim at Nidalee on the side. Both doing a good job as the top lane, but Hecarim just going full tanky and sustain. Not enough damage for the team. So the damage relied was onto Twisted Fate and Ezreal, but they died. Got taken so easily in the fights, right?
Fizz will always go for TF, as I say, and Nidalee will try to zone Israel out. That's how he went for the last 2 fights. It worked well for them. Mumu is always at the front, and I think he popped his ultimate prematurely a few times. That missed Vayne, and that's why Vayne could just keep the damage on.
And he just save his clans for something else. So I think very good job there by Team King Song Gaming.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations there for winning.
Started round 16.
So for the side of Team Trick though, well, sorry for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game.
It's a good game.
try.
Good try. So moving on, we'll be moving to the next game soon. Not sure what's the time. We're just waiting for the information coming in from GM Pseudo.
Yeah.
So hope we'll know soon. So definitely, that was an interesting match to see. And that's why you don't let Vayne get kills or free farm.
Yeah, and also remember to post your results on, for the guys that are playing, and if they're not sure what you're doing, post your results on the forum.
Yes, we'll help you.
And we won't know you won.
Yes,
okay?
I mean, even though we saw that you won, people saw it, but still please follow the rule and regulations.
Oh, my eyes might be wrong. I didn't see that.
Yes, we didn't see anything. You didn't hear stock at all. So right now, we're just going to move into a short commercial break before we come back for the second game of the best of 16.
Okay, see you guys then.
So see you guys then. It's not changing. Our producer doesn't like it.
We just want to make us look silly. That's. Alright. How long is it going? 5 minutes.
Welcome to the League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Thresh, the Chain Warden.
What delightful animation.
Thresh is a short-ranged, beefy support champion who excels at manipulating the position of himself, his enemies, and his allies. Thresh can bring in an ally to gank from far away, save them from peril, or dive into the action himself. Thresh's passive is Damnation. Unlike other champions, Thresh does not gain armor per level. However, when nearby enemies die, they drop souls that Thresh can collect by walking over them. As Thresh collects these souls, he permanently gains armor and ability power. Death Sentence has a passive and an active effect. Passively, Death Sentence causes Thresh's attacks to deal bonus damage based upon the number of souls harvested, his total attack damage, and how long it's been since his last attack. When activated, Thresh throws out his scythe, damaging and pulling in the first enemy it hits. After hitting an enemy, Thresh may reactivate Death Sentence to pull himself to his target. I recommend a point in Death Sentence at level 1 and maxing it by level 13. Dark Passage tosses Thresh's lantern. If an ally near the lantern clicks it, Thresh will pull his ally and the lantern to himself. Any allied champions who walk near the lantern are also granted a damage blocking shield for a few seconds. I recommend taking Dark Passage at level 2 and maxing it immediately. Flay damages and slows all enemies in a line, both in front of and in back of Thresh. All enemies struck are also pushed in whichever direction Thresh casts the ability. Thresh can either push enemies away or pull them toward himself. I recommend placing 1 point in Flay early, but maxing it last. The Box is Thresh's ultimate. When cast, Thresh creates a prison of spectral walls around himself. Enemy champions who walk through a wall are damaged and massively slowed for a short time, but break that specific wall in the process. Let's start with Thresh's laning. Always make your best effort to collect the souls that drop from enemy minions in lane. However, some players may make this difficult. Fighting against Taric and Tristana, they do a good job of playing aggressively. Never collect a soul if you'll take too much damage for it. When fighting against Thresh, always punish him if he overextends to pick one up. Once the minions do push up, Thresh can easily collect them, but they will eventually die off. Many of Thresh's abilities can be used to save allies or himself. Here, as Trundle comes in for a gank, Thresh casts Flay toward Trundle. This knocks him back, allowing Thresh and Ashe to escape. Thresh is also good at securing kills in lane. Despite missing Death Sentence, Thresh gets into a battle. He deals some damage to Taric and then casts Flay backwards, pulling Taric in and granting Graves a kill. Flay combos nicely with Death Sentence. Thresh walks up to Soraka and pulls her back with Flay. The slow makes it easy to land Death Sentence, allowing Nocturne a quick kill. Because Nocturne's low on health, the Box is used, keeping Varus from chasing down Thresh's teammate. Thresh's full combo can lock down an individual target from full health until death. As Varus runs, Flash into Death Sentence connects. Thresh pulls himself in, reels back Varus with Flay, and summons the Box, immediately slowing and contributing further damage. Despite Varus' cleanse and Flash, Thresh's team picks up the kill. Thresh has a ton of different uses for Dark Passage. If you're ahead of your teammate on the way back to lane, toss it behind you to help him get back faster. If you have a teammate killing a neutral monster like Dragon without backup, tossing the lantern over the wall can pull him to safety when the job's done. In a teamfight, you can sit behind a wall and throw it out in the middle of your team. If someone feels threatened, they can hop over to you and to complete safety. If someone gets caught while retreating like this Caitlyn, lob the lantern over to your stranded friend to bring him back to the team. When you have a teammate coming to gank, have him sit outside the enemy's vision range, throw it behind you, and have him initiate right after closing the gap. Here it makes for a quick kill on Tristana. If you want to get even more intricate, throw it behind you immediately after landing Death Sentence. This will help your teammate show up directly on top of your intended target. Flay knocks Taric back, and the Box ensures he isn't going anywhere. Played to perfection, Thresh can save teammates in seemingly impossible situations. Dark Passage pulls Graves to safety, away from Taric and Ezreal. Then as Evelynn comes in, Flay knocks her away. Still relentless, the Box catches all 3 assailants, saving the day without using a single summoner spell. Thresh can make the biggest plays when coordinating with his teammates in a fight. Dark Passage, combined with Flash and Flay, will pull a powerballing Rammus into the middle of the enemy team. Thresh tosses out Dark Passage and runs forward. The instant Rammus tags the lantern, Thresh flashes forward, flays the enemy team back into the battle, and enjoys the resulting carnage as Trundle, Nami, and Ryze are all quickly taken out. I recommend building Thresh with a mix of durability, cooldown reduction, and supportive effects. Try armor marks, armor seals, magic resist glyphs, and gold quintessences. For masteries, try 1-13-16, taking early armor, health, and damage reduction in defense, plus extra mana regeneration, gold, and consumables in utility. Some good summoner spells to consider are Exhaust, Heal, and Flash. These will allow you to shut down key enemies, keep your teammates alive, or reposition to heighten Thresh's strengths. Thanks for tuning in to the Thresh Champion Spotlight. Please subscribe to the Riot Games YouTube channel above and leave us your comments just below the video.
Hey Summoners, it's time once again for more homework, and remember, Never do homework on your own, never do homework in ranked, always have a full group of friends in normal queue whenever you try anything on the show. Now over the past weekend, CLG, they did something interesting that caused a lot of discussion. Promote on support. When you have a team that's designed to push, Promote is an amazing tool to have, especially on support because those summoner skills are actually very flexible in that position. The objective is to take towers, not go for kills. You sweep all the tier 1 towers, you get global gold, and you get the map presence. Because of this plan, the rest of CLG can actually go teleport on their summoners. But this does create an odd situation. It makes it a bit of a cheese strat. If at any time CLG loses map control, the game is essentially lost, and it actually happened during one of the games with Dignitas. That's the plan. Here comes the homework. Run Sona support with Promote, but there's a few rules that you need to follow here. First off, you want to start the game creating a 2v1 situation for your AD and support. Send them mid or top lane, and with the mana advantage and the push advantage, you should be able to take that tier 1 tower out pretty easy. Once that's done, get your jungler to cover the lane, and then have your AD and support roam to the other lanes, help them push down those tier 1s. Once all those are gone, you have your map advantage, you have your gold advantage. Because of the plan, the rest of your team, you can pick more push-oriented champs that will naturally push the lane when they farm. You got Mordekaiser, Scion, even Tryndamere here if you're feeling a little bit saucy. And remember, your whole team better be pushing every lane hard. So make sure to buy those wards, prevent those ganks. Very important, always do it. When you're done giving Promote a try, come on back. We want to know what you felt about it. Leave some comments, leave some video responses too at the end of the next episode. Review everything you guys had to say and give some shoutouts. And if you haven't done so already, remember, hit that subscribe button and do your homework. Last episode, we talked a little bit about the shield comp, so let's go over all the comments. Let's see who paid attention in class. 3 champs came up a lot in the comments. You have Lux, Morgana, and Galio. Let's review all those real quick. And first off with Lux, an amazing pick, fantastic pick, no disagreement at all. Give her a shot. Morgana's a little bit different though. If you play draft mode in normals and you recognize that the other team's going a lot of AP, a lot of CC, specialized pick, nice counter pick, give her a shot. Galio is difficult. I mean, he suffers from a lot of the same issues that many melee range AP champs have in mid, and also he doesn't have a health shield. It's a resistance shield, so it doesn't quite work here. But top lane, Galio top lane, we might be onto something. And by your powers combined, I am Captain Hecarim. Thanula talked a little bit about intentions, and Maokai was really hot real estate during face-off. But when you're at a live tournament and you recognize that a champion is being picked quite often as someone you use in a lot of your comps, you have to be prepared not only to play without him, but to play against him. Raise your hand if you're over 25 and still watch cartoons. Don't be afraid to share your summoner names in the comments. We can get a few study groups going. We're all here to learn. I love you. I love you. I'm not shaking your hand without gloves.
Welcome to the League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Kha'zix, the Void Reaver.
Change is good.
Kha'zix is a melee assassin who utilizes quick movements and invisibility to take down his foes. In addition, Kha'zix actually evolves over the course of the match, upgrading his already potent abilities with new features. Whenever Kha'zix learns a new rank of his ultimate, he can evolve himself, adding a unique effect to any of his 4 active abilities. Note that because you can only rank up your ultimate 3 times per game, you can only evolve 3 of your 4 abilities each game. Kha'zix's passive is Unseen Threat. Anytime Kha'zix becomes unseen by his opponents, he gains a buff called Unseen Threat that lasts until he attacks an enemy champion. If Kha'zix attacks an enemy champion while wearing this buff, he deals bonus damage, slows his target, and consumes the buff. Taste Their Fear damages target enemy on activation. However, if the target has no nearby allies, Kha'zix will see the target marked, and Taste Their Fear will deal bonus damage. Kha'zix may learn Evolved Claws, increasing the range of his basic attacks and Taste Their Fear. Additionally, Evolved Claws causes Taste Their Fear to deal further bonus damage to isolated targets based on their missing health. I recommend both maxing and evolving Taste Their Fear as soon as possible in order to quickly assassinate enemy champions. Void Spike fires out and explodes in the first enemy it hits, damaging all surrounding foes. If Kha'zix is within the explosion, he is also healed. Evolved Spike Racks will cause Kha'zix to fire 3 sets of spikes in a cone. These Void Spikes are now able to apply as passive Unseen Threat, dealing further damage and slowing all enemies hit. Take Void Spike at level 1 and max it primarily if you need extra health sustain to survive a tough lane or the jungle. Evolve it if you're looking for the extra farming and chasing potential by applying Unseen Threat. Leap makes Kha'zix jump to a nearby target area, damaging all enemies he lands near. With Evolved Wings, Leap's range is greatly increased and will immediately refresh its cooldown if Kha'zix kills or assists in the kill of an enemy champion. Take a point early, but I would generally recommend maxing it last. However, evolving it will greatly help you get into fights and continue chasing as your enemies fall. Void Assault is Kha'zix's ultimate. When activated, Kha'zix briefly stealths and gains bonus movement speed. Void Assault may be activated twice in a short time frame before going on cooldown. If Kha'zix learns Evolved Active Camouflage, he may cast Void Assault a 3rd time and takes reduced damage while stealth. Absolutely take points in Void Assault whenever possible to access more evolutions. Choose Evolved Active Camouflage if you're looking for a larger impact in teamfights, providing increased durability and slipperiness. When jungling as Kha'zix, remember that neutral monsters can be isolated from other neutral monsters. So when taking on tough monster camps, kill off the weakest ones first, allowing Taste Their Fear to hit the biggest one for bonus damage. Kha'zix can easily gank from the jungle, as Leap will put you into range to first land a basic attack for Unseen Threat. Then, wait until your opponent is isolated from his minions for Taste Their Fear. After Kha'zix forces Malzahar's flash, he simply waits in the brush to come out again, landing the exact same combo by leaping in for Unseen Threat, followed by Void Spike and Taste Their Fear for the kill. Because the dragon can never have other neutral monsters nearby, it will always be isolated for Taste Their Fear. Because of this, Kha'zix is exceptional at killing the dragon, even when alone. A simple vision ward makes sure no enemies are watching, and Kha'zix takes out the dragon quite easily. When playing as a solo laner, constantly look for openings to strike. Taste Their Fear into a basic attack nets some easy harass. Kha'zix jumps into the brush to re-trigger Unseen Threat and dives back in. He lands it with a basic attack again and follows up with Taste Their Fear and Void Spike. Upon reaching level 3, Leap enables even more harassment, pushing Rumble back again. Upon reaching level 6 or 7, Kha'zix can easily engage for a kill. A basic attack with Unseen Threat and Void Spike opens the fight. Kha'zix waits for a second and then activates Void Assault, which deals significant damage as it reactivates Unseen Threat, and pushes Rumble back away from his minions. Once isolated, Taste Their Fear deals incredible damage while he saves Leap to dodge Rumble's ultimate, picking up the kill and surviving. Evolving Active Camouflage is awesome when diving enemies near their turrets. Watch as Kha'zix times Void Assault right before turret shots land, blocking a large portion of the damage while fighting Misfortune and while escaping after the kill. Remember that Kha'zix relies on stealth and mobility to survive in fights. Initially, Evolved Spike Racks makes harassment easy, as Void Spike will apply Unseen Threat every time he pokes. However, Kha'zix gets greedy. He tries to open in onto Misfortune using Void Assault and Leap. While Kha'zix deals some great initial damage with Taste Their Fear and basic attacks, the enemy turret prevents Void Assault from really saving him from counterattack, and he falls quickly. Instead, use your mobility to find squishy enemies out in the open. Using Void Assault, Kha'zix gets the drop on Misfortune, killing her with Leap and Taste Their Fear, following up onto Morgana and forcing her down as well. I recommend building Kha'zix for all-out physical damage while almost ignoring durability, relying on stealth and quick movements for survival instead. Here's an example build. Take attack damage marks, armor seals, magic resist per level glyphs, and attack damage quintessences. Run 21-9-0 masteries, taking physical damage increases in offense with added armor and health in defense. When jungling, always take Smite. Outside of that, consider Ignite for champion killing, exhaust to lock down and chase your prey, and flash for increased mobility. Open with boots of speed and health potions, plus a few quick Doran's blades. Your first major purchases will be Brutalizer and Bloodthirster for heavily increased burst damage when assassinating your foes. From here, choose upgraded boots. Ninja Tabby or Mercury Treads will help you survive, while Boots of Mobility will help you assassinate. As you scale into the late game, pick up Last Whisper, Guardian Angel, Maw of Malmortius, and Yomu's Ghostblade. Thanks for tuning in to the Kha'zix Champion Spotlight. Please subscribe to the Riot Games YouTube channel above and leave us your comments just below the video.
Hey Summoners, it's time once again for homework, and remember, never do homework on your own, never do homework in ranked, always have a full group of 5 friends in normal queue whenever you try anything on this show. So Rengar's having a bit of an identity crisis lately. First he's in the jungle, then he's an AP, now he's an AD top. He just can't make a decision, so how do you choose? When you have a champ like Rengar that fits so many roles, ask your team what they want. See what's going to fit best in the team composition that they're eyeballing. Do you want a jungler with great presence and great single target damage? Do you want the glass cannon AP? Do you want the AD bruiser top? Let them know, ask them. They'll tell you what they want. The pros are starting to tend more towards the AD bruiser top, but that doesn't mean the other builds, you can't try them. Give them a shot. And no matter what build you go for, you're always going to have that amazing ultimate, and the stealth is great for both initiation and escape. Now that we've shed some light on the situation, here comes the homework. Pick both Rengar and Shen, and then make a team decision who goes top and who goes jungle. And if you can't make a decision, well, I guess you're just gonna have to play 2 games. I'm sure your friends are gonna hate you for wanting to spend more time with them. Rengar is still a relatively new champ, so if you need a head start on builds for all 3 options, check out our recommended list. Spirit Visage works good across all of the builds, it synergizes very well to W, and you can hold off on the Bone Tooth Necklace for a little while. Cost-wise, it breaks even around level 10, so you don't need to rush it. And also keep in mind, when Rengar uses his ultimate when he goes stealth, Shen ult doesn't show up for the enemy team, so try get an ambush that way. When you're done giving the Super Bros a try, come on back, leave a comment, leave a video response at the end of the next episode. We're going to take the best ones and give you guys some shoutouts. But until then, do your homework. So how'd the promote party go? Let's see what you guys had to say. First shout out goes to the assassination with the promote all teleport team. Not to mention the fact that the Galfine does indeed go with everything. Give his video a click right here. Nunu and Soraka are also both great support picks in this situation. You get 1 level on Starcall and Soraka, that's going to be more than enough push to get some damage onto that turret. Nunu also does the same thing. He can just consume the minions and help push the wave, but save the Blood Boil for your AD carry. He needs it more. Putting Blood Boil on a minion, it's like going back to your apartment. You've got like a present and it's your roommate's birthday, but you instead give it to the dog and he's disappointed, and it's just awkward. Don't do it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, sure. In terms of ADs, Sivir is one of the best pushers in the game. Just give her teleport and a vulnerable lane and just watch the gold rack up. Much love straight out of Compton, and I'd visit while I'm in town for Season 2 World Champs, but none of my friends will give me a ride, and I can't imagine why. What About Things brings up a very good point as to why Ignite and Exhaust are actually very common. If you're playing draft mode, you can actually adjust as you're going through the picking process, but if you're doing blind pick, just try your best. No, not comic store, game store, these guys right here. If you're ever driving down the Mass Pike, swing on down, give these guys a visit. Worst insult ever.
Rift.
League of Legends is played in 5 versus 5 team combat. Each player controls an individual champion, using its unique abilities to aid allies and destroy enemies. Each team has a base filled with minions, turrets, and most importantly, the Nexus. The first team to push into the enemy base and destroy their Nexus wins the game. Players kill enemy minions, turrets, and champions to acquire gold and experience, growing stronger over the course of the match. Gold purchases powerful items, while experience allows a champion to level up and improve their special abilities. The scoreboard at the top of the screen shows you how many champion kills and how much gold each team has acquired. While these numbers are good indicators of how each team is performing, the only thing that matters is the destruction of the Nexus. No game is truly over until the final seconds.
Hey Summoners, Hat Person here, and it is time for some homework. Now remember, never do homework on your own, never do homework in ranked games. Make sure you always have a full group of friends in normal queue whenever you try anything on this show. Hey, we don't want to see any of you guys going to tribunal, alright? Just be safe. Now I think most of us collectively lost our when the Singapore Sentinels picked AP Karma during IPL Face-Off. But it was actually part of a bigger plan. It was a shield comp, which is not something you see a whole lot of these days. So let's just actually go ahead, take that whole game plan, and break it down. So you got Jarvan in the jungle. He's the primary initiator for the team. You got Karma and Lulu. They're the protectors. They're the ones who actually have the shields to give. Rumble, he's there for backup in case anything goes wrong. And then you got Graves, who shoots stuff. I mean, that's what he does. That's why he's there. So when Jarvan goes in, when he goes in for that initiation, all of the shields from the rest of the team are going to stack on him. He's going to be taking the brunt force from whatever they're attacking. And, while he's doing that, the shields, they're going to keep him safe. They're going to take all that damage. And the rest of the team is just going to go ahead and clean up from there. It's a wonderful, wonderful game plan. But you can tank a team, you can tank a tower, but you can't do both, so be careful. So now we actually got the game plan figured out. Here comes the homework. Run a shield comp, but you have to have Lulu in the support position. She's really what makes the whole plan work. I mean, she's got the shield, and she has the ultimate. That's 2 abilities for shields. It's pretty good. The rest of the team, you can run the same comp that SGS ran, but if any of the champs on that team don't really fit your style, we got a very nice suggested list for you as well. So just go ahead and mix and match, see what works for you, see what works for your friends. When you're done trying to shield comp for yourself, let us know about it. The comment box is right down there. What'd you like? What'd you hate? Get you and your friends together. Actually make a video. Let us know. Post it right down there. At the end of the next one, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take all the top comments, all the top videos. We're going to give you guys some shout outs and get some good discussion going. But hey, until then, remember to subscribe. Do your homework.
Welcome to the League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Thresh, the Chain Warden.
What delightful agony we shall inflict.
Thresh is a short-ranged, beefy support champion who excels at manipulating the position of himself, his enemies, and his allies. Thresh can bring in an ally to gank from far away, save them from peril, or dive into the action himself. Thresh's passive is Damnation. Unlike other champions, Thresh does not gain armor per level. However, when nearby enemies die, They drop souls that Thresh can collect by walking over them. As Thresh collects these souls, he permanently gains armor and ability power. Death Sentence has a passive and an active effect. Passively, Death Sentence causes Thresh's attacks to deal bonus damage based upon the number of souls harvested, his total attack damage, and how long it's been since his last attack. When activated, Thresh throws out his scythe, damaging and pulling in the first enemy it hits. After hitting an enemy, Thresh may reactivate Death Sentence to pull him.
Hey Summoners, it's time once again for more homework. And remember, never do homework on your own, never do homework in ranked, always have a full group of friends in normal queue whenever you try anything on the show. Now over the past weekend, CLG, they did something interesting that caused a lot of discussion. Promote on support. When you have a team that's designed to push, Promote is an amazing tool to have, especially on support because those summoner skills are actually very flexible on that position. The objective is to take towers, not go for kills. You sweep all the tier 1 towers, you get global gold, and you get the map presence. Because of this plan, the rest of CLG can actually go teleport on their summoners. But this does create an odd situation. It makes it a bit of a cheese strat. If at any time CLG loses map control, the game is essentially lost, and it actually happened during one of the games with Dignitas. That's the plan. Here comes the homework. Run Sona support with Promote, but there's a few rules that you need to follow here. First off, you want to start the game creating a 2v1 situation for your AD and support. Send them mid or top lane, and with the mana advantage and the push advantage, you should be able to take that tier 1 tower out pretty easy. Once that's done, get your jungler to cover the lane, and then have your AD and support roam to the other lanes, help them push down those tier 1s. Once all those are gone, you have your map advantage, you have your gold advantage.
Welcome to the League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Thresh, the Chain Warden.
What delightful agony we shall inflict.
Thresh is a short-ranged, beefy support champion who excels at manipulating the position of himself, his enemies, and his allies. Thresh can bring in an ally to gank from far away, save them from peril, or dive into the action himself. Thresh's passive is Damnation. Unlike other champions, Thresh does not gain armor per level. However, when nearby enemies die, they drop souls that Thresh can collect by walking over them. As Thresh collects these souls, he permanently gains armor and ability power. Death Sentence has a passive and an active effect. Passively, Death Sentence causes Thresh's attacks to deal bonus damage based upon the number of souls harvested, his total attack damage, and how long it's been since his last attack. When activated, Thresh throws out his scythe, damaging and pulling in the first enemy it hits. After hitting an enemy, Thresh may reactivate Death Sentence to pull himself to his target. I recommend a point in Death Sentence at level 1 and maxing it by level 13. Dark Passage tosses Thresh's lantern. If an ally near the lantern clicks it, Thresh will pull his ally and the lantern to himself. Any allied champions who walk near the lantern are also granted a damage blocking shield for a few seconds. I recommend taking Dark Passage at level 2 and maxing it immediately. Flay damages and slows all enemies in a line, both in front of and in back of Thresh. All enemies struck are also pushed in whichever direction Thresh casts the ability. Thresh can either push enemies away or pull them toward himself. I recommend placing 1 point in Flay early, but maxing it last. The Box is Thresh's ultimate. When cast, Thresh creates a prison of spectral walls around himself. Enemy champions who walk through a wall are damaged and massively slowed for a short time, but break that specific wall in the process. Let's start with Thresh's laning. Always make your best effort to collect the souls that drop from enemy minions in lane. However, some players may make this difficult. Fighting against Taric and Tristana, they do a good job of playing aggressively. Never collect a soul if you'll take too much damage for it. When fighting against Thresh, always punish him if he overextends to pick one up. Once the minions do push up, Thresh can easily collect them, but they will eventually die off. Many of Thresh's abilities can be used to save allies or himself. Here, as Trundle comes in for a gank, Thresh casts Flay toward Trundle. This knocks him back, allowing Thresh and Ashe to escape. Thresh is also good at securing kills in lane. Despite missing Death Sentence, Thresh gets into a battle. He deals some damage to Taric and then casts Flay backwards, pulling Taric in and granting Graves a kill. Flay combos nicely with Death Sentence. Thresh walks up to Soraka and pulls her back with Flay. The slow makes it easy to land Death Sentence, allowing Nocturne a quick kill. Because Nocturne's low on health, the box is used, keeping Varus from chasing down Thresh's teammate. Thresh's full combo can lock down an individual target from full health until death. As Varus runs, Flash into Death Sentence connects. Thresh pulls himself in, reels back Varus with Flay, and summons the box, immediately slowing and contributing further damage. Despite Varus' cleanse and flash, Thresh's team picks up the kill. Thresh has a ton of different uses for Dark Passage. If you're ahead of your teammate on the way back to lane, toss it behind you to help him get back faster. If you have a teammate killing a neutral monster like Dragon without backup, tossing the lantern over the wall can pull him to safety when the job's done. In a team fight, you can sit behind a wall and throw it out in the middle of your team. If someone feels threatened, they can hop over to you and to complete safety. If someone gets caught while retreating like this Caitlyn, lob the lantern over to your stranded friend to bring him back to the team. When you have a teammate coming to gank, have him sit outside the enemy's vision range, throw it behind you, and have him initiate right after closing the gap. Here it makes for a quick kill on Tristana. If you want to get even more intricate, throw it behind you immediately after landing Death Sentence. This will help your teammate show up directly on top of your intended target. Flade knocks Taric back, and the box ensures he isn't going anywhere. Played to perfection, Thresh can save teammates in seemingly impossible situations. Dark Passage pulls Graves to safety, away from Taric and Ezreal. Then as Evelynn comes in, Flay knocks her away. Still relentless, the box catches all 3 assailants, saving the day without using a single summoner spell. Thresh can make the biggest plays when coordinating with his teammates in a fight. Dark Passage combined with Flash and Flay will pull a powerballing Rammus into the middle of the enemy team. Thresh tosses out Dark Passage and runs forward. The instant Rammus tags the lantern, Thresh flashes forward, flays the enemy team back into the battle, and enjoys the resulting carnage as Trundle, Nami, and Ryze are all quickly taken out. I recommend building Thresh with a mix of durability, cooldown reduction, and supportive effects. Try armor marks, armor seals, magic resist glyphs, and gold quintessences. For masteries, try 1-13-16, taking early armor, health, and damage reduction in defense, plus extra mana regeneration, gold, and consumables in utility. Some good summoner spells to consider are Exhaust, Heal, and Flash. These will allow you to shut down key enemies, keep your teammates alive, or reposition to heighten Thresh's strengths. Thanks for tuning in to the Thresh Champion Spotlight. Please subscribe to the Riot Games YouTube channel above and leave us your comments just below the video.
Hello, welcome back to us. This is the Intervarsity Challenge for the best of 16 coming up
The
next.
round of 16, yeah.
Oh,
But
okay, that's
I like
wow.
picking on your mistakes. It makes me feel better about myself.
It's okay, don't worry. Your ass. I'll poke your ass soon with Xinjiao.
Alright.
Anyway, so the game will be casting right now. We did see the bracket earlier. The game that we'll be casting right now will be Team Squid. Hopefully they are tasty. Against Team K-Tanks by.
K-Tanks by all capitals, by the way. They want to prove a point.
So they want to lose, right? Because it's going to say K-Tanks by, so they're going to dodge. Anyway, so I'm a caster for today. I'm Tentibus, and with me is special guest.
The commander?
He doesn't look like a commander, so don't worry. He won't command you to do things yet. At least not yet. So this is going to be interesting to see. The previous game we had some technical issues, so hopefully it's all been resolved. So do let us know in the chat or anything like that if something goes wrong.
That was my bad as well because my chat wasn't open.
He's a weak checker.
Yeah, new to this. Sorry about that. You know, don't have a 20 years experience under your belt.
No forgiveness at all. There's no reason to forgive you. So yeah. So overall, this is going to be. Wow, these people are saying, why am I hearing Teddy's voice in my mind? I'm wondering what these people are talking about. This Joker, seriously.
Does my sound different from his? I'm pretty sure it is, you know, because my voice is much sexier.
The voice is like a mute person speaking. It's so soft.
Excuse me? Oh, really? I wouldn't know that, but I'll check on that.
I mean, you sound fine, like, but to me, you sound so quiet. Compared to Pseudo, you're like...
Yeah, because Pseudo is so talkable, and
so
you are...
talkable?
Yeah, you can talk to him, you can relate to him.
So you can't talk to me?
Yeah, you're scary. You're Teddy Tibbers, jeez, you're big.
So I'm gonna burn you alive right now?
Yeah, and you have an immolation aura that deals damage all the time.
You right now.
Okay,
and
sorry.
going back to the game, it's gonna be more interesting, so...
someone call me cute. I'm so happy. Alright.
I'm gonna kill him behind the scenes after this game. Don't worry about that. You won't see him anymore. Unless you like him, then, you know...
Yes, please do.
Let me know so I won't kill him. Yeah, so
keep me alive. Keep me alive, please.
So right now we're gonna move into the bans and selects for this game where it's going to be Team
Squid versus K-Tanks by.
Hopefully their Team Squid is tasty and K-Tanks by is gonna rage quit maybe.
Yeah. That
So
is Vayne immediately. I think they saw the last live stream, so they took off Vayne. Got
Nah,
too scared of that.
I think maybe it might be a targeted ban because these teams they know each other quite well. For the side of Team Squid, I know a few of them.
So there must be a backstory to the Gragas ban then.
Yep. Or just now when they're queuing the room, just check profile. Most played champion, okay, just ban.
That works as well.
That works as well. That's what some players do, especially against lineups.
But it's 5 of them. Which one do they pick? The one with the highest yellow?
Not really. They pick not really the highest L, but maybe the highest win rates and things they don't want to fight against with the team form they have.
Makes
so,
sense.
see, Vayne and Shen is being taken out. Very weird because they don't need to ban Shen because
It's
they don't
Sprang
have a
again.
Yeah, so we see Cho'Gath being banned, so maybe a Kha'Zix will be taken up very
Or
quickly.
Malphite is open.
No one likes Malphite. Kha'Zix owns everything. Malphite is like, he's a stone that if we can crush my Kha'Zix.
No one can move him, but he can't move others as well. Just ignore me.
Yes, definitely. So here, the ban champions, a bit weird, would be Gragas off Cho'Gath on the side of the purple team, K-Tank's by.
And the first pick will be Ezreal. Wonder which support will go with that. Sona again, maybe?
We will have to see. Nope, Sona's
taken out by the other side.
You don't see the poke comp coming up, but Sona really works well with so many of the AD carries.
Yeah, but the only downside is that she's pretty squishy, and if she positions if she gets out of position by just a little bit, she gets picked off real fast.
And here we're going to be able to see Eco using his Zyra. I believe he's famous for it, but I'm not so sure. I don't really quite remember what it should be. And
you can take your own advice and check his profile. Most played champions, Zyra.
No, I don't check players' profile. They do not gain my interest.
Yeah, it's bordering it's bordering in stalking.
Borderline stalking.
Yeah, borderline stalking.
This new Facebook League of Legends stalking profile.
Yeah, can you imagine it? At any one point, people could be looking at your profile.
Like
That's
what you did to
scary.
me just now in front of my face. Anyway, you are being picked up. So most probably quite weird with the ban. So Blitzcrank is a counter to Anivia, so to speak, because she is very unmobile.
Yeah.
She just get hope. It's easy kill for the side.
And Zyra depends a lot on her nuke, and Anivia's egg will just survive that nuke and wait for.
No, the plants are still there.
Plants? Oh yeah, the plants are still there, that's right.
Full combo from Zyra is very devastating, especially if you're rooted. The plants are still at the same spot. The knockup happens, you're most probably gonna die. High chance.
I hate Zyra.
Plants. So you don't eat vegetables.
Not really, I'm more of a chicken person, carnivorous.
So you're gonna eat the Anivia instead? The chicken
No, I
duck.
eat squid. Oh, that's a pun.
Very funny. And here we see Taric being taken out. So Taric is very aggressive as well. Not really a strong counter to Sona, I would have to say. Because his aura just gives armor, doesn't give MR. But still, if the stun does land, he'll be able to shoot a lot of damage.
Yeah, they could easily take up Sona now with even if they don't target Graves. Because Graves does physical damage which is negated by Taric's armor.
But still, if you were going to chase onto Sona, Graves is going to go into your face and like, hey, eat my buckshot. And that still does tons of damage, no matter how high of armor you have early game.
Yeah, could be, but a lot of spells from Ezreal and Taric is AoE, which probably hits too, yeah?
No?
Yeah, Taric, I mean, Ezreal has that Q, which is
it's not AoE, it's a skill shot.
Yeah, that's the only
it's a
one.
single target. Okay, the second skill is an AoE, but small straight line AoE. The third skill is still a single target, when the ulti is at level 6, only hits multiple targets. So how is that a lot of AoE? Taric only is the same as Ezreal as W, as well as the Q.
Okay,
see, the shatter,
Teddy Tibbers knows best.
Ultimate. Yes, I know it's best, okay.
Alright, now we see Skarner and Jax picked up.
So after the Skarner nerf, actually no one has really played Skarner that much. But
still Spectre.
I think they think
he proved you right. He heard you on the stream.
Most probably. I mean, it's possible to flash when you hear Skarner say the words as he's casting for his ultimate. I forgot what is it? My Sting or something?
It ends with Sting.
Yeah, it ends with Sting. You hear that happen,
blah, blah, blah,
you just need to flash away and the ulti will be cancelled, so to speak.
Yeah, they should stop him from saying that. I mean, it's like, I'm gonna kill you now. It's like...
no, it's like how you dodge Blitzcrank hooks, you hear the ching before it comes out. That will help a lot. So here we see Jax being taken out, going to be the top lane and Hackrim or the jungle.
What do you think of Aurelia versus Jax?
Don't you know Jax wins all? Have you heard of the Jax song?
No, I haven't heard of the Jax song. Please sing it.
No,
I'm sure they want to sing it.
No, I don't know. The lyrics is like I play Jax or something. It might be Elo Scrubs or something. It's done with collaboration with Hotshot GG.
Oh, okay.
It's on YouTube. It's called I Play Jax, I think. If I'm not wrong.
Okay.
You should search for I Play Jax.
So there's a lot of pressure on Turtle Poop right now because he needs to prove that Jax wins all.
If you have read the League of Legends lore, Jax beats all.
Yes.
The reason he uses the lamppost is because he's too OP. So here we do see Irelia and Jax. It's more of like who baits the skills out first. Because both can stun, definitely. But Jax can negate the auto attack. Which is something that Irelia is reliant on.
And on the true damage from his basic attack. It's based off on the basic attack.
Yep.
So right now they're all picked off. They have all picked up the champions. We're gonna wait for that 3-minute delay in between.
So on the side of summon spells, a lot of champions actually right now are favoring taking Flash and Cleanse instead of taking Ignite. Even though Graves is a very bursty champion, you can confirm the kill easily. And you know with Tarik's heal, normally you want to take Ignite, but it's opt to go aggressive, so to speak, right now because the Cleanse just takes away stun or exhaust or Ignite coming out from bot lane, as well as the ultimate from Hecarim, they do dive onto him. So it's a safe way of saying that if you come to me, I'm going to Cleanse, buckshot you in the face and do more damage.
Yeah, but Cleanse also does not stop damage directly.
That's one of the downfalls.
But and Israel changed it to Cleanse.
Oh really? The last second?
Yeah, the last second, look at that.
Okay, so interesting.
Interesting.
No,
I'm not sure if they're hearing this and it's like, okay, we're not asking you to get Cleanse.
I don't know, maybe we should have waited for a delay to come up before we talk about that.
So what do you think about Barrier? Is Barrier a good choice on ADs?
Yes and no.
Okay. I like that answer.
It depends on the team comp as well as what you're facing. Like,
when would it be good to have Barrier?
Actually, it works well actually in the early games if the jungler is like auto attack or non-bursty jungler, so to speak.
Sustain a damage kind of.
Like because the barrier is like a good bait, so to speak. People tower dive you.
And you suddenly pop Barrier and then you win them.
And you win the definitely.
So it works like Heal, but Heal is countered by Ignite. So.
But then barrier doesn't really negate Ignite. Actually, because it lasts for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
the timing of using barrier is very important. So if you're about to die, only use barrier, the last 3 seconds for Ignite will still take you down, definitely. I see a lot of people they use the barrier too late, so Ignite takes them down.
So you might as well just die to the Ignite and save the Barrier for another day.
Yep. And also heal is countered by Ignite, but overall heal is so much more useful right now because it heals you the same amount for both you yourself and your teammates in terms of team fights and getting back HP. Especially if you take the Summoner's Resolve, I think it's called.
But we have not seen
5 health level.
5 health level. That's cool. But I have not seen a game like in a long time that someone picked up heal.
You just missed yesterday's game where TPA took heal with the support Zyra, Flash heal, and the AD was Flash and Cleanse. Yes. See, you missed all the good stuff that's happening.
Yeah, man, because I have things to do.
GP
Right. Yeah,
so
that's
we
true.
just take a look at Hecarim. Seemingly a lot of Hecarim is being played right now. We saw the first game was the top Hecarim,
Yeah, now it's
a
jungle Hecarim.
It's called Despair. Wow.
You seem to have an obsession for Hecarim. You're checking him out, all his builds and all. Do you like Hecarim a lot?
Nope. I'm just interested to see because it's not really picked up that much. So, yeah. Give us a moment to do a site testing.
Yeah. We want to make sure everything is good for you guys.
Let's see. Don't want. Give us a moment. Going to move back into it. Apparently, we had no sound just now, but I'm not sure whether it is confirmed. We still have sound because the producer is jumping to a separate topic. So, do we have sound? Can people hear us?
Okay, we have confirmation that
What does that mean?
yes.
Can you move the notepad away so I can see whether there's sound? Testing. It's not even in game yet.
That's not in game. Wait, I'll ask them.
You-
On the chat.
Is it because this? It's okay, just switch over first.
We have confirmation that we have sound somehow.
No, the sound. He's saying that the sound of in game is not going in. Will be proved quite quickly after
But
this.
it's okay because we are all the entertainment we need. And
Okay.
then you do the background LOL sound. I'll do the champion song. But they're not in game yet, so we can't really tell what's really happening.
It's okay. I think my producer is trolling me because he doesn't like me for today.
Yeah, it's just like put the spotlight on me, right? Let me
Yes.
solo
So
cast.
you should keep on talking. I'll just shut up and yeah, then everything will be fine. He'll stop
Okay, then be
complaining.
the background music. I'll talk.
Whatever.
Now, we'll be in the game very shortly.
But what do you think about the lineup chosen by both sides? Who do you think has the upper hand?
Difficult. I'll say they're very even. It just comes down to again the laning and the team fights.
Or who's better at tower diving?
Better at tower diving. Let's see. They have Hecarim, they have Jax who can jump in, and Nivea who can.
And the side thing to mention, there'll be a wager and win at the end of this match. So, if not wrong, the wager and win is actually for tomorrow's match. So do stay tuned after the match has ended. So we can let you announce and let you guys know about the wager and win. They'll be happening later. So the game has actually started, but it's going through a slight pause because there's a slight error most probably happening. So do give us a moment. We'll test out to see what is the problem before we move right into the game. So nothing to be worried about. But as you were mentioning,
Oh, they're just waiting for someone to connect back into the game.
all the DCs.
Yeah, and that's fair. You know, sometimes you DC at the loading screen.
Because your internet sucks. Oh, anyway, go right now. We're going to move into the game directly. Everything is fine right now, and people are just moving out to the base. So most probably might see a melee dance or some engages in the jungle, counter juggling happening. So what do you think both sides are going to do? Are they going to play safe, or both sides will just try the counter jungle?
I think the team with Tarek will probably attempt to establish a foothold around their red.
Red?
Yeah, around the red, and at the last moment they'll move to blue because they do not want a steal on their red.
Or they can just go over to the opponent's raid, right?
Yeah, but top side can help them easily.
Yep, they're going to go. They're just going to ignore each other.
Yeah.
They're going to run to both sides right there.
Yeah, they're gonna check out place a ward. On the red side.
Toss, then later a ward. Just confirm there's no one there first. The Martian said,
And they don't want to get invaded right off the bat, right? That's just bad starts are always not very uncomfortable to have.
So it's going to be a safe start actually. Both sides just warming up slightly. No
hanky-panky going on.
Yep.
All very quiet and... Actually, I prefer a more invasive kind of game at level 1 because it's just more exciting.
It depends. Like if you don't know much about your opponent, sometimes it's just best to play safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you get caught off, the early game will demoralize your team quite a bit.
And it comes back to what I think that both teams in terms of lineup are very even at the start. So both of them couldn't really decide whether it's better for them to invade or not. So they just decided to play safe. That's fine as well.
I would actually say that in terms of overall lineup, early game, if the stun does manage to chain stun, so to speak, it will be in the favor of Team Squid because Jess has Counter Strike, and Nivea can stun as well, so can Tarek. So there's 3 stuns in total, and there'll be like 4 seconds to kill someone, so to speak. If everything lands,
chained, like right
chain start at correct time. So here we do see this is the blue start happening, nothing much happening, just wards being planted, and both junglers going to secure their blue as well, moving on to the raid immediately after that.
And another interesting thing to note, normally Sona would charge her skill at the fountain, so she will immediately will have a...
I think she used it to help Jarvan just now.
But she does not have an aura around her. So that means she hasn't...
Oh wow.
cast
You're
a spell.
right. So smart of you.
Oh, I know, right?
Yes, you noticed something I did out of this. Good job. Anyway, so yeah. It's quite weird. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they did not use the skill, but okay.
Or maybe if they want to wait and see whether they want to use it defensively or offensively. But most of them, either even defensive or offensive, will pick a skill and charge it in the fountain.
It's best to pick offensively though, because if the person does go for a counter jungle, you can poke them back for a lot of damage and force them to fall back. But here you can see, oh, I really actually winning the early trade right there, putting a lot of aggression onto Jax on the top. On the side, just letting be a poke of Sona and to Tarek right there. As you're taking quite a bit of hits and recovering back with the missing shots, leading on to Graves. He does have boots and 3 pots, so it's going to be quite safe in terms of sustaining the lane, but Graves does have the Doran Blade, as well as the heal from Sona is going to help him keep up and sustain the lane quite well.
I think the reason he bought the Doran Blade is because he knows he has a Sona, and that's another pause. I am not sure what's happening right now. But I'm sure it's nothing big, and the game will continue very shortly.
Let's check to see what's
Yeah.
happening.
Tab out.
Wow, so they were listening to the live stream for
Yeah.
no reason. There was a 3-minute delay and they make themselves black. So right now they're gonna be
No, I think they listened to the first live stream where we advised them to pause when there's a problem, and now they're pausing with every single problem.
no, it was lagging cause he left the background, so there was scumbags like that. And listening in what happened 3 minutes ago, they just want to know what's happening.
We can see on the top lane, Jarvan's waiting, just waiting for Aurelia to score a... Will he make it in time? I don't think so.
I think he expected to make Jax to fight, but no, the mid base was in Australia's favor,
Yeah.
so it's like Jax gonna come out. So Jarvan just forced to fall back, continue farming into this jungle. But at the start of Hackrim, he's going to.
I think he was spotted, right? He's definitely spotted.
He's definitely spotted, so he's just dancing around, uncertain of what to do, just
But the-
dancing right there, showing himself at the wall, but gonna opt to fall back, gonna move to mid, maybe? Yup, he's gonna move to mid. He does ping right there onto Zyra. Also, on the top side, Irina is playing quite the sustained lane with Hots as well as Rejuvenation Beam. And here we go. Oh, the stun missing from the side of Anivia. Will they be able to get a kill? Ignite does go
yes,
off,
it's-
and the last.
I'm very surprised that Zyra did not back after seeing Hecarim at... The ward saw him, you know, as in...
Yeah,
he was
I mean,
spotted.
he did not expect a Hecarim to reach so quickly. Most probably, that's the problem sometimes. Hecarim just with the movement speed and charging actually can reach you quite great, and they expect Anivia to be so aggressive suddenly, most probably. Because she was actually still in a safe distance, she haven't crossed the river yet.
And she's so low as well, yeah.
But she was forced back by the wall and everything that came off after that. So,
Well, that turned out really well for Squid. He got the first blood off Hecarim.
so first blood off Zyra onto Hecarim.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
what I
correctly English because Pseudo's not here to correct my English.
Yes, you know, king of characters. Now at the bot lane, we can see Taric picked up all three of his skills, like most Tarics would. Mostly because you want to stun at level 1 and just one level of heal, and most of them will max your armor right away.
Well, most probably not. You should max heal actually. Oh, but he's going to max armor level 2. Because when you play against Sona, Sona's pokes will become very annoying. And to win against that, you normally want to max your heal instead of your armor, in my opinion.
But that will limit your choice of aggression. Like, you don't have much choice to...
Not really. It's the same because both teams have Ignite, so the heal is still viable. And the armor boost is going to be good, but still, if you want to really sustain in the lane, then Terry could max the heal instead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my personal opinion on how things should be. Like, sometimes if I see with the Graves, I get 2, and Sona, I get 2 levels in Shatter, 2 levels in heal. Or if I'm losing quite badly, I need to continuously heal my
Yeah,
AD
when I'm losing, I pump heal as well.
Yeah.
A lot.
things.
But most of the
Those are
time, I'll go, yeah. Those are small choices you make that actually makes or breaks a lane.
Yep.
Right now, we can see Ezreal has not even used a single pot yet. This probably because the lane is like super passive right now. And
Because Sona did go back, so nothing much happening. Just
Sona
dances
went back and bought more wards. And
So
refill her mana so she can continue healing like crazy. A gang's probably
Gang
going to
is
come out with
going to
mid.
happen at top and mid at the same time because Eco does not have his flash.
Oh
pushing
man,
out
this
a
is...
bit too far.
Oh, this is
Ice
gonna
Wall
be
does
ugly.
happen
He
and
doesn't
look
have
at
flash
that.
anymore.
That is at level 6 and the stun
Going
will
down.
land and this will be it. Another
this
kill.
will be it.
Owing to noob too true. And here the top lane gang happens and there goes ending. The kill does fall onto Jarvan from Jax, but here
Yeah, you can see the
Hagrid might be able to reach in time right there. Coming from the side, will he be able to go? Yes, he also charge. He might be able to see.
Oh.
Just barely missing that.
Yeah, just barely. And we could say that the junglers here are making a lot of their presence known. A lot of the lanes are made kills who came from the jungle instead.
Yeah, but the top aggression is pushing Jax very far behind. You can see that he's actually 20 CS behind. In terms of mid lane, the kills are going on to Zyra. I mean, the kills are going on to the team. Zyra is dying, but her CS wise is still not bad.
Yeah, skipping up with Anivia. Wanted to say that for the top lane, you do not want to be snowballed. So I think Hecarim should. He went to the middle twice. He tried to go to the bottom. He should try to help top a lot more now. Because Jax, without sustain, is just gonna be helpless against Aurelia.
Not only that, we do see the item builds being bring out right now. I realize with the advantage straight away going for a Giant's Belt and the Duran's Blade, it's going to be so much more tanky in the lane. It's so much harder for Jax to push her out.
Yeah, for Jax, because his combo, he wants to continually withering. He wants to continue to wither Aurelia down. Yeah, but with Giant Belt, And the sustain from Aurelia's Q. Or was it W?
W, he turns now.
W.
So here we see Aurelia going to move slowly, go in to plant the pink ward very soon right there. He does plant the green ward first, so nothing much is happening. Hecarim does get spotted. Not sure why he's not off to just stay in the bush. I think he wasted too much time, because Aurelia took quite a bit of time to walk back into the lane because she doesn't have her boots. Mid gang is going to happen very soon, most probably.
Yeah, but Zyra knows about it because the ward has spotted her.
So he's just going to fall back right there. No problems, nothing much is happening. Just hits are being traded right there. 2 kills still in advantage of... I mean, one kill advantage on the side of Team Spirit, but overall CS advantage in the side. Oh wow, Aurelia being aggressive right there.
And interesting to note at the bot lane that both Taric and Israel is already level 6. They probably want to do a burst while Sona does not have a crescendo. Because Sona's only level 5.
Yep. And we can see the Hecarim is coming in. Most probably going to go through the lane very soon.
And Hecarim has his ultimate as well.
Yep. He can dive in from the lane, no problem. There he goes. He's going to dive in right there. The ultimate should be coming up very soon. No ulti. Not
probably
gonna
fall back. It's too near the tower, too risky.
No, I mean, if when you're using your E, you can charge in. If you place it correctly, you might be able to force a flash. If the person doesn't flash, the fear happens. You E to throw them back,
and then
to
ultimate him back.
Yeah. So maybe they just want to make it safe. No,
because they have no idea where Jarvan is, and if Jarvan's anywhere close,
might be able to call him on instead.
Right now, Zyra is still just a meager 10 CS behind. We can literally say that for a person that have died twice and have to walk back to the lane, she's been doing pretty well.
Really, normally, unless you get crushed, you should be fine.
Yeah, because Zyra has such. I'm gonna make up English as I go now.
Okay.
Farmability. She has such great farmability.
Just the ability to farm.
Because it's 1 word and 3 words.
Anyway, here we can see the pots are being out. Zaya once again using the ultimate, healing up by using all his mana right there. This is the perfect time for Poop. Turtle poop. Wow. I guess this called Turtle Poop. To dive in, but nope, he's just gonna fall back. Not gonna trade hits and just gonna farm up the minions. Try to catch up as much as possible.
And as he should do that. If Jax requires item to be actually devastating.
Not really. Once you reach level 6, the magic damage is still very strong. But he just opted to be much more safer, choosing the CS over. But I mean, he could have dived onto Aurelia, do some damage, and so the counter strike will stack up with dodging the minions.
Probably not gonna kill him because of the Giant's Belt, so.
No, he doesn't have mana. It's not Aurelia.
He should just walk away.
I mean, she doesn't have boots. Definitely still possible, but still, I would put some pressure onto her.
I would choose the creeps.
I'll choose the creep. I would choose to pressure her,
and then take
maybe
the
get the kill and then take the creeps.
Oh, you're greedy.
Yes,
so
very greedy. Because we're quite greedy as top lane sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Depending on situations, definitely, but you cannot be too greedy. If
what about the AD? The AD has to be not greedy at all.
Yeah, it's very safe. And here we see Jax most probably. Oh,
he missed
good
that.
leap strike right there, and Jarvan missing the combo right there.
But it's all good. Once again, Jax forced back, and Aurelia taking dominance in the lane.
And Jarvan's appearance forced Jax to stop freezing the lane and play safe right there. But here we see a Q going down, but the bottom lane there, Taric with the good start and ultimate from Ezreal. The burst damage is just too high. Now moving on to Varina Mania, and he does still have his cleanse. He's not going to use it. I'm not sure why. He's going to be caught off guard right now. He's using it too slow right there. The great buff proccing onto him. The kill goes down to Ezreal, and that is a double kill even though it was delayed. And Grace most probably don't notice that. Well,
I think
he was there, but that was a bad decision making. He should have just cleansed and be safe and just move.
He should cleanse right off the bat when he got
slashed away.
Yeah. And he would have lived. And now the dragon will be uncontested. Literally uncontested.
Yeah. But here we see, actually, Yuki might go down to this because Zay is moving into frame from the top lane, coming down. Yes, he does take the kill onto Taric, and everyone's going to flash out all the dragon pit right there. Like him just flashing away.
Yeah, am I right?
As you jump away.
Am I right to say that the dragon's worth 3 members? How much would you give up for a dragon?
No, I mean it's best to take up. It's worth 3 members if they are worth 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you're snowballing and then you just kill members with like $100.
Yeah, then it's no. Then it's like it doesn't matter. It's like okay, take the support. $100, take it. I mean, that's one way to look at it. You know, to do a good trade-off calculations. But still, the dragon was very much needed. Not really, but very much needed. Not for the overall team, but it's actually much more for the top laner because Jax is losing out quite a bit. And Aurelia did travel to the bot. He did manage to push out quite a bit, and he has his own giant spells as well. He's going to move on to farm the wolves and then move back into lane. So he shouldn't be that far behind. But Aurelia does have the warm-ups up and ready. But still, with the extra gold from the dragon, is going to help you out quite a bit.
not many supports have mastered the art of self-sacrifice, I'll say. Like giving
Just
up
cause,
your life.
just cause
for
you
your
think your
better good.
just cause you think your AD is bad, so you do some.
Yeah,
you
that's
sacrifice
what
yourself.
happens in solo queue most of the time. It's like, oh, my AD's bad.
Okay.
Not gonna help him.
Yep. Here we see the war going to spot out 500 say Slaya. All these weird names coming out.
Oh, new items still getting used to saying all the names.
So here we're going to see Eco will get his blue buff as well, no problems at all. But overall, advantage still at the side in the mid and bottom lane. Not really that much in the jungle, but it's all on the side of Team Squid. Slowly stacking up on their advantage.
I'll see a lot of them comes from Hikarim's successful gangs over Jarvan's.
I mean, Jarvan did more successful on top side. You can see the top side is much fatter. And look at that with the Warmox, like, not even doing any damage. He's like, oh, yeah, you came.
Yeah,
And then
alright.
Yep,
Now you
alright.
can leave.
It didn't even bring him down to a half health, 50%. So we're
And
going to see a bottom gang coming in from Jarvan as well from the side. The ward, there's a pink ward right there. Jarvan does the ward, the green. The ward.
Well,
Really, he did not let Sona the ward it, so they knew he was there, but he just going to apply pressure coming through the lane right now, actually. So, and as you're
building his out for literally no damage at all, but I guess that's just a pressure move to keep them off the tower.
just to clear the minion waves most importantly, and here we can see a gank is going to happen soon. With Sona flash ulti and together the Cataclysm and knockout combo. There it goes,
that
yes,
happened.
as mentioned. There goes a dead, very dead Ezreal. As you're being too aggressive, just walk into the Crescendo thinking that, yeah, I'm gonna be fine,
Yeah.
and then flash out. GG.
And Jarvan just seals the deal, don't want to take any risk, just immediately ulti him in the face.
Yep. And the bottom tower will be going to the side of Team K Tank's buy.
And that should even the goal out. That's right, even taking a slight lead, but that's
Slightly. Yep.
it's gonna be filled out really quickly.
But here on the mid lane side, we can see that even though there are 2 deaths onto Zyra, but overall CS, she's still catching up very easily and very well. This is not something you really want to see. So Zyra is actually not losing out that much. Ugh. But Jax, look at Jax, is just losing out so much more right there because of the early aggression from Jarvan, forcing him to play safe and fall back.
I feel very bad for Jax.
Why?
Because as a top lane, you know, I don't like to get camped all day long, and Jarvan has came many times. But and by the time Hecarim came, it was like, you know, no point.
Well, it
really-
depends. It depends. If like, you know, if the jungler camps you, you can opt to just either you let your top
just basic.
get shut down, but just let him free farm, no problem. You gank other lanes successfully,
And
you
in the other
snowball the lanes, you even it out, definitely.
And right now, as is what we can see, they're both very even at 20.2k to 20.2k goal.
Here we can see Jax most probably going to try to bait Irina to dive onto him for the kill with 500 Slayer just waiting at the back, but Jarvan is taking the red buff. He will be able to reach top lane in time if he does opt to go top. And here mid lane, Eco is going back, leaving Graves and Sona in the mid lane, and while here Tarek is going to guard the mid while Anivia goes back. The bottom side, as you're just pushing down the lane as fast as he can because he really needs to take the tower.
And he knows the champions are not there. He knows it's safe to do that.
But here we see once again, Arya putting pressure on the top, just gonna fall back. Hecarim just gonna move back to farming, so they didn't opt to try to kill him because they think that it's a waste of time. He does have the Warmox up and ready, they're not gonna be able to deal enough damage.
Yeah, but I feel he should at least take the lane to avoid the XP loss from the lane, from the tower being, from the lane being pushed to the tower.
And now he's actually charging into the lane, gonna take up some XP as well as CS, so no problems there at all. The tower will remain alive. But Hecarim is actually going to go for aggressive build, taking up Shin first, so most probably gonna go for Trinity Force. Not gonna go for tanky Hecarim, but more of a damage.
What do you think about that? I mean, you're obviously fascinated with Hecarim.
I mean,
Infatuated.
the only pro team who took up Hecarim in the past was Dignitas, if not wrong.
Okay.
It's part of their strategy, and it was so devastating, the ganks coming out, especially the ganking on the mid. It just snowballed the mid so
So
easy.
the first time Hecarim was used as a core strategy to the team.
From what I know, I think it was Dignitas. That was like,
Okay.
but that was in season 2 though, if not wrong. I'm not quite sure. There's too many games I've been watching. It's very hard to remember all of it directly.
Yeah, there's tons of games going on, different leagues.
Yep.
GPL for example.
Yeah, but here we do see it. Maybe the bottom tower will go down. Jarvan just waiting, baiting, but Harry and Ezreal playing this very safe because they know they don't have any wards. Don't want to get caught by Jarvan once again. And here we see the poop is fighting onto Irelia. I'm sorry I have to say that, but yeah, the poop.
Turtle food.
And here we see the engages going on onto mid lane right there. Eco seemingly knowing that he might be brought down, he should opt to flash away safely first.
Oh no, another thing interesting to note. I mean, I just looked at Hackering for a while and just noticed that it's not 500 Slayer or something. It's like Sooth Slayer.
Huh?
That's not a number, right? That's an S.
Oh, whoa, yes, it is an S. Oh,
I was a little confused when you said 500.
I thought it was 5. Okay, I
Yeah,
mean, for this. I didn't
I
blast.
initially thought it was 500 as well.
So it's a Sooth Slayer apparently, okay?
Sooth Slayer.
It's okay, we're gonna get all the names wrong and then they're gonna
Yeah.
find us. How the hell do you not know my name?
Yeah, the
Come back.
chat's gonna go on.
The
You
rage.
got my name wrong.
Anyway, the dragon is up. Irelia is gonna take the top tower and most probably the blue team will be able to take this dragon.
I think it's gonna be a
Contested,
contested
but
dragon.
they're going to be able to take it much easier because it's going to be a 4v5 definitely. As long as, you know, the jungler does not miss the smite, because coming off for the dragon pit is going to be very easy for Hakim with his ultimate. So here
Here
goes
it comes
the
down.
smite. Ezreal does take it, the smite was not even used by both junglers right there, very funny right there. And even being in not instantly, but with the 8 no problem, look at that. Hakim charging back with his ulti, going to be able to flash away to safety, but here we see no one has died, but
That is
everyone
the-
is very low.
Yeah, that's the biggest surprise. No one died.
Yeah,
Just
let's
like-
go flash over the wall, gonna charge right in. Gonna be able to catch onto the turtle poop right there, but his counter strike is gonna land onto Irelia, gonna stop Irelia's advancement, and Javan does go down to Anivia in the end. And Irelia just being a boss with his Warmox right there, doing the hurt. But here we can see that DP Derpington is just totally doing as much damage as possible. And look at that kite, the jukes right there. But Zare is doing a lot of damage. It's going to be a fair trade, 3 for 3 right now. But we might see Ezreal go down. Nope, it's going to be a 3 for 3 trade right there. And a shutdown going on to Irelia. And Irelia doing so much
we
damage.
can see Aurelia's dominance being brought into that last fight. He just goes in alone, or like almost alone,
Yes.
and picked up a lot of people. That's what shows that the top lane can really snowball a team fight in the mid game, but not so much on the late.
I would say not really the mid game. It's more like because with the change of Warmox, you know, once you get Warmox, it's like if the AD carry does not have attack speed as well as at least 2 core damage items,
Okay.
it's going to be very hard to bring them down. You see, Ezreal is going for actually going to go for Last Whispers first. He completed Bloodthirster already. Like if he had Bloodthirster and Static Shift, he'll be able to take out Irelia much faster with the extra attack speed, which is the main thing right now. But Warmox is just like 2,655, Bloodthirster is 3,000 gold. It's like so, there's a large difference. And Warmox only stacks anymore, but Bloodthirster, you need to stack it up
So
still.
in your opinion, is Warmox too strong right now?
Yes, don't you know it's the League of Warmox? Everyone just buy
Wait.
Everyone
Just a
stack-
moment ago, it was a League of Black Cleavers.
Yes.
And now it's a League of Warmox.
Yes, but too outdated.
Time's changing too fast for me. I'm getting too old for this.
You're not following out on the updates for the patches, you know. It has been the League of Warmox for quite some time actually. Because the Black Cleaver was too strong, so to speak, with the percentage and everything. So eventually, stacking armor early had no effect.
So now
Because-
it's stacking HP.
So stack HP first, and then stack armor later with HP.
Okay.
No more. So that's why like Kha'zix went, if you rush Black Cleaver at the top lane, if I'm using another champion, if I rush Warmox first, I'll have no problems beating you out. Because my other skills will do enough damage as well.
Now I know why I've been losing in rank.
See, you're not keeping yourself updated,
Yeah.
see. You're still thinking Black Cleaver is OP.
Yeah.
How old are you? Are you from the 80th century or something? No,
Century. I still wear my pants high up, you know.
and the disco dancing under the moonlight.
That that's bad.
But here we can see overall the goal is almost about the same because of the dragons right there. The dragons being taken by the side of the blue team, so it's gonna be fine. They're just gonna dance around right now. Most probably the engage is gonna happen in the mid tower because for the side of Team Squid, only the mid turret is left. Their bottom lane and top lane minions are pushing in quite a bit fast, so they're gonna try to shove this minion in as much as they can in order to deal as much damage.
And they have the better poke as well, I feel, with Anivia's constant ball.
Not really. Zyra would have the better poke in terms of if the seed and the bind lands together, and then you can see everyone diving for the side of Team K Thanks Bye.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite hard for the snare to land though.
Yeah, so that's why once it lands, you see Java fly in, and we're like Sona, Thresh, Crescendo. Everything is gonna happen in an instant,
Yeah,
right?
everyone's ultimate's up except Aurelia's, and that's gonna be real soon as well.
I realize ultimate.
Here he comes, exactly what you said. Jarvan's ultimate into Sona's Crescendo, but so far no one's dying.
Also tanky to die right now.
Kha'zix the first victim. He died to Sona. It's like a support blood feud.
Oh, Irelia going down almost to Ignite but didn't get caught. But here we see Jax getting caught by the bind, but the plant was too far. Not managed to hit the slow and damage right there, so Jax will be safe. One thing bad about slow plants is that you know the range is a bit short, so it's easily like to miss, so to speak.
And the only person other than Zyra's plant was Graves.
So here we see the tower actually going to go to Team Kha'zix by putting themselves in a slight goal lead of 1k because
And
of the tower.
Has been taken, and all 3 outer turrets have been taken down for Squid. That
Yes.
gives them very little map control right now.
But they are just coming back, pushing themselves back in this game with the dragon being taken. And the next dragon is actually going to spawn quite soon, unless the timer is wrong. It's going to spawn in 25 minutes. I hope it's correct.
Well, I'm pretty sure they got the timing right.
They will definitely have it right. But once again, we're going to see a team fight happen right now, and I believe that Kha'zix does not want to give up this dragon one more time.
Yeah, and now Aurelia is getting even more scarier with Triforce almost done. But she's still at tier 1 boots, but it doesn't really matter because you can just
You can just die.
dash in, that's right. Yeah.
She is at a 50 CS lead over Jax right there.
Oh,
It's
brutal
very
and-
devastating.
and 4 kills.
As well as for the bot side, for AD carries, Ezreal was leading out in the early stages, but once the towers were being taken off and the roaming happened, his CS is falling short. He is at 166 CS over 180 CS from Graves. But he's going to be able to catch up by pushing down the bot lane. So not much problems there, but he has to fall back quite soon, as you know, he doesn't want to get caught as Dragon is respawning in the 30 more seconds.
Yeah, that's very well said. At 25 minutes, I believe, is the time where the dragon will
Yup.
respawn.
And then we will see a fight happen once again. All places warded for Kha'zix by. They do see everything right there.
It's
So-
like map hack for that area.
the pink,
And they're not even warding it with normal wards, they're warding it with pink wards.
plus, once you have a side stone or a ruby side stone, all you do is buy pink ones after that. And look at that, the wall is planted, so they know that Team Kha'zix is not inside, but the region ward did spot that wall. So right now they're just dancing around thinking, so where is Kha'zix for Team Squid? They don't want to go into the brush area, they have no sight of that, they're just going to be safe.
I think they're waiting, K-Tank is waiting for Squid to just come down that small choke, and that's where their AoE is really going to
I'm
shine.
just waiting for them to appear into the dragon pit. If all of them went, they were just charging from the area, definitely. But nope, they're just going to deward and fall back safely. So the dancing game in the mid is happening once again. So who is going to get this dragon?
Who's going to dance better?
Yeah, and who's going to win
It's
the
going to be a
team fight?
dance-off. And everyone's ultimate's up, so it's just waiting for that moment where someone chooses to, alright, this is the time, let's go.
Yup, and not only that, but summoner spells on both teams are almost up fully, so this is going to be again a full team engage with everything up and ready to see who will win this fight and bring it for the win. But they're actually going to opt to do the blue buff first, so Anivia staying in the mid lane doesn't want to take his own blue buff because he will be at the disadvantage if he doesn't leave. Feels they have no choice but to stay and fight.
And they might as well take that buff because this is just going to be a standoff, just like the Cold War over again, Russia versus US.
Cool.
Yeah.
Quite true. Here we see the dragon attempt has already started. Ezreal sees that the dragon is longer there. Here Hecarim is going to charge right in, and the stun does go down from Zed onto the Soothsayer, but here is being pushed. Arena's back. Ulti is right in to fear as many people as can. Does a lot of damage, takes down the support right there, and also Zyra does go down. 2 kills right there, but Ezreal is still jumping around, and here we see Jax doing a lot of pain, taking down Jarvan now jumping onto Sona. The exhaust coming down from Sona here. It's just poking from behind here, and Graves is charging onto Anivia. Anivia does have the 8 follow up. The stun does that, but he doesn't have enough mana to follow up with the picker, so this is not so good.
Ezreal shouldn't be following that.
I mean, Ezreal can follow that if he has the mana to poke, but
Yeah,
no,
he does
is
not have
out
the
of mana.
Yeah, so in the end, it was a 2-3 trade, but did anyone got a dragon? No, in the
Yes.
end, the dragon was the one who survived.
Wow,
That's
okay.
just ironic.
Really
He just looks at everyone, okay, everyone's fighting each other, what should I do?
He's like, I'm just waiting, flapping my wings. Nothing
Yeah.
is happening.
I wouldn't want to be like the dragon or the baron. Everyone like pursues your death. Both teams.
Yes, definitely. Especially if it's like 60-minute game.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this dragon is like being bullied when it reaches the 30-minute mark. It's like,
Hey.
I'm gonna solo you. You're gonna die in 5 seconds.
No fair. I was boss when I was at when you guys were level 1.
Definitely.
Oh
yeah.
man.
Actually, we can see maybe a Baron attempt might come off on Kha'zix by, or they want to take it slow because right now the goal difference is actually similar, but we can see they're actually going to move on to the dragon once again.
Poor
instead.
dragon.
Dragon most probably will be taken because
They're out of position right now.
they're out of position for the side of Team Squid because they want to take the buffs, their own personal objectives.
Yeah,
in
and,
the jungle.
and you can see Hecarim turn a big round to check on Baron. They suspected that. Probably gonna place a ward there soon. Right now, everyone continuing to push their respective lanes. What we can see now is just Ezreal picking off the buffs from the jungle. Hecarim, let's see what he's building. He got his Shin ready, but he's not converting that into a Gauntlet, nor is he converting it into a Triforce. So I'm probably going to go for a Chevalier Ravage. Nope, it's a Warmog. So Teddy Tibbers was once again right, because Warmogs now I can see 1, 2, 3 picked up both on Jax, Hecarim, and Aurelia. So all the tanks seems to be getting Warmogs right now. I'm going to take a page from that book right now. When I go back home, I'm going to get a Warmogs as my first item as well. Seems so OP. We can see Team K-Tanks by pincering into the middle, trying to poke down that tower. They probably just want to pressure mid and probably move on to Baron for bait. I would say they will never take the Baron with 5 men still standing on the opposing team. So right now we're just waiting for the next big team fight. Graves is waiting for his clans to come up, waiting for his flash to come up, and Zara is waiting for Ignite. On the side of Team Squid, let's see how Jax is faring. He's actually doing pretty well despite having such a deficit at the laning phase.
Like a 1.8k gold difference with Irelia, but still, Jax does do a lot of damage with his abilities. The magic damage from his ultimate, as well as overall skills, does put down the hurt.
And he's very destructive as well. Not destructive, disruptive.
He has frog jumps.
Yeah.
He jumps onto you.
And then stuns you.
Yes, and then stuns you, definitely.
With a slight... Oh man.
Like what?
I want to say that he hits you on the side like a slap on the face.
Okay, with the lantern, right?
Yeah, with a lantern. And at some skins, a fishing rod. But, yeah.
Definitely.
And sometimes a hockey stick, right? Well,
Yep.
Pax Jax uses a hockey stick.
Yes, uses a hockey stick. So here you can see the Baron dance is happening right now.
Oh, look at that. That's a scary bush. I don't even know how he can
we see Hecarim gonna charge in. Might be, it's gonna spot 5 men right there.
Oh, what a nasty surprise. And I think this will turn the favor of the battle so much to K-Tanks by.
Yes, definitely. This was the fight that needed.
That was a base check. Base check of the year. At least Graves died, but that's hardly any consolation.
Yep.
It's a 4-1, and now they can either take Baron or take down Inhibitor. The choice is yours.
But definitely Inhibitor is much more important right now, so they're gonna charge right in for the tower. Most probably be able to take 2 towers. Might not be able to take the Inhibitor, so we will see what decisions they make.
Yeah, going for the... They have 4 seconds for Taric. Taric totally a threat by himself.
Cares about Derek.
Yeah, totally a threat by himself.
Yep. So he look at that. They're just gonna tank tower hits a few times so his teammates can get extra hits in, and the flag toss is gonna come out the Martial standard and increasing the attack speed. Oh, actually not gonna be tossed, weirdly enough. But here, this will be a free tower, and they're gonna opt to fall back, and yes, they will. And there goes Australia, and now
Yeah, on full retreat. Probably they'll gather up, heal up, and meet up again. Maybe trying to get another sneak attack on Baron. Because it worked once, it's probably not gonna work again, right?
it really depends, you know. Like just now, the situation where it was a cone, the area,
Yeah.
is in favor definitely of Team K-Tanks might be just because of the Sona ultimate.
And they get the initiation
Everyone.
surprise.
And the Cataclysm keeping everyone there, Crescendo hitting onto everyone, and then the Zyra knockup, just devastating.
Yeah, that was brutal. I wonder why Baron isn't warded yet.
Well, because he has no wards as a jungle.
Oh.
He has the oracles, but he has no money for the wards. He did not opt to check the other bush though, quite weird. There is a ward there, I'm not sure why he did not check the Death Rush, but...
I mean, by now, Taric should have like placed 2 wards around Baron at least. This is a highly contested area right now.
He is moving into position. The pings are coming down, that's where they're going to stand, and the wards coming out. Taric might be caught off.
He put it right at the... He put it right at the spot where they got it last time.
Instantly flashed out just by Taric right there.
They don't want to get caught right another time the same way.
So here just Zed being a boss, farming up, no problems at all. With the Stingers, Trinity Force as well as the small mocks soon to complete a Nashos too.
That's an
And look
interesting
at
choice.
the team squad being planted all over the place and actually going to start onto the Baron.
I don't think they saw
You saw what?
this war over here.
No, it's a bit too far, so I don't think they can see it. Because it's planted at the edge, sometimes you do need to plant other things at the edge. But here we can see, if they're going to attempt the Baron, they're going to lose the mid area, but they're actually going to dance around. I thought Zah would have charged into the mid inhibitor, but nope, they're going to opt to charge to the side. They want to force this team fight because they're all out of position. Look at the perfect ISO by Anivia. They're going to catch Anivia. So Anivia off and look at that. Hecarim's out, pushing Grace into a bad position. And the kill goes on to Java for Anivia. And here we see, as you're being dived on, by Zare, but here Zare is going to go down as well. And you look at that, Hakim just doing the hurt together with Turtle Poop by the diving onto Grace, and here Sona will fall as well, and Zyra is going to, but both of them going to just fall back. And this is going to be a 2-for-3 trade right there. Not really what
I'm gonna call it, but the Anivia's wall was key.
Yes.
By the time the initiation happened, Aurelia was already down to half HP, and Jarvan was also seriously bruised. That was a very clutch wall right there.
Yep.
What did they need to do to come back?
But they're not. Right, the problem right now is that after they did that, they're unable to do any objectives. So
Yeah.
these small skirmishes continuously happen. It's still not going to be in the favor of Squid because they are a bit behind in terms of overall growth.
It's not
as
too
well as
much
the-
of him, but it's a thing you would do to get back. Is getting a better engage. And if Ezreal was up, they probably could pursue an objective. But he
And here, Ezreal completing his Iceborne gauntlet soon, so we're going to be able to kite and push away people much more better, especially since almost all summoners were burned in that fight. So,
it's gonna be a period of peace.
or
And once again, the dragon gets hit.
no dragon, they're going to fall back. It's just warded, but they're going to wait for everyone to move into position. Hakim spotting the wall right there, going to teleport back. No, you should go to the dragon. Dragon is up and ready. Don't you have a timer on it right there?
He heard you. He's moving towards dragon right now.
No, it's actually just walking slowly. Yeah, and even the Herbie is 3 minutes too late. So this might be an unconscious dragon. Ezreal only coming to help actually because they don't move into position. Hakim might be able to catch this, and there he goes, the flash coming.
And a steal.
Does steal with the smite, but here I realize charging in
Oh, well-
alone does get taken down very easy, and there goes all the damage onto the team.
Because they do know that Ezreal has already burned his ultimate and only hit one person. That means his passive has not been fully charged yet. And now Team K-Tank Spy is pushing it to their advantage. They have 3 man over 2 with their AD carry still up and their AP carry as well. They probably could take the inhibitor if they take down Anivia right now, which they will. So Ezreal, no, Ezreal, he's dead. Don't do it.
I mean, Ezreal fall back a bit too far, and if he was
Yeah.
staying, and if he did stay to help out, they might have been able to spawn the kill, as he did bring everyone quite low.
No,
So-
or at least save Anivia, because the damage coming from Israel will stop them hitting on Anivia.
Definitely.
But as it is, poor Anivia.
Chicken. Your favorite chicken is dead.
I'm not even sure if it's a chicken. Is
Well,
it?
she does the chicken dance, you know. Her dance
Oh,
is called
okay.
chicken dance apparently. So yeah.
He has a skin that makes her an eagle. But she's a phoenix, right? Yeah, well.
So she's a cryo.
Cyro phoenix. Okay, I'm wrong.
It's cryo, I think.
Cyro? Cairo?
It's
Oh,
okay.
well. That's... my English is bad.
Small details.
Small detail.
So here we can see Jax opting to go for a lot of HP, not that much damage right now. Overall, now it's transitioned to almost the end game. He really needs to get something up to improve his damage output over Irelia in order to do a lot of damage onto Graves, onto Zyra for the team.
I think it's because he assumes he's very behind. And when you're behind, it's always safer to go to a tank for a tank comp.
Yeah, but then he doesn't have armor. He only has the extra frozen mallet. I mean, his ulti does make him tanky, but he's still some other tankiness other
Yeah,
than
his
just
ultimate gives him tankiness based on his attack.
as well as
AP.
AP.
Yeah.
But he has no AP right now. So AP adds to the armor and attack adds to MR. So he does have a lot of MR right now. Well, slightly more.
Yeah, slightly more than he would normally have. Because he doesn't even have a single, except the now magic mantle, which is just 20 magic resist.
It's helping a bit.
Right now, there's a period of downtime again as they prepare for maybe a Baron fight or Baron bait. I doubt they'll try the same tactic again because, you know, once bitten, twice shy. They're probably
You
not
never
gonna
know.
get
It's
back.
going to charge it. They
Oh,
don't
yeah.
get the buying landing
Oh
on
man, Anivia. Poor thing. I think this is lights out for. I think this will be lights out for teams.
the face
yes,
check to OP.
Yeah. Okay, they still have Ezreal, so they could still poke their way out of this. Try to hope to not.
It will not happen. The dives are too strong coming from the side of Team
Yeah, but the
K-Tank.
ultimates are all burned out, as you can see.
Are you sure you're gonna send Ezreal against Jarvan, Irelia, as well as a root from
Nope,
Zyra?
not really, but you have Tariq's protection.
No, Tyrese not gonna be enough.
Tariq's our protection. No, not really.
I mean, he is the guardian still, but
Yeah.
don't can't go against firemen just like that.
And after all this, I think we're discounting Jax. Poor Jax was just saying, hey, what about me?
Oh, he's getting guardian injured soon, and the Baron might go on to
Yeah, they're gonna
Team
get
Kha'zix
Baron.
They don't sustain any heavy damage at all from that fight.
Let's see if Israel will steal this one, because Israel has his ultimate out.
If he did, then Jarvan is a bad jungler.
Oh well, you never know.
Nope, too early. Right there.
Yeah.
And it's up there with the damage,
Well,
and there it goes.
I think the smite.
Yes.
Oh wait,
Oh, the smite hit.
right on far. Yeah, Jarvan took the kill. So I guess they're gonna regroup now, and with the Baron buff, they're gonna push the issue. Either they're probably gonna push a lane, or they're probably gonna try to catch one of them and end the game. Definitely, they're gonna try to pursue an objective with the Baron buff on. We see the items on Graves is now very scary. He has a Last Whisper, he has a Bloodthirster, and
Static shift as
a
well
Rune.
Blade of
Rune
Rune.
King.
Just chipping down on overall health right there.
Israel's still struggling to get up his Ice Fist Gauntlet, and at this time I don't think it will, with how the style of fights going on, where everything just comes at once, the slow doesn't really give much of an effect. But
And-
of course it would be very good for kiting.
I had Cream on the side actually getting Iceborne counter as well. I thought he was going for Trinity Force, but nope. He actually got a Warmox and an Iceborne counter, so I was wrong there. But not sure whether it's doing
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the right choice.
this the
That's
right. So just waiting for something to happen right now.
Yeah, what do you think Team Squids can do to get back into the game? What are they supposed to do right
They
now?
need to force and engage in their base. If Kha'zix does dive into them, they will have a better chance, definitely. Because anyway will stop people in their tracks, and with the additional hits from the tower, it's going to be much easier to bring down the tankiness of Jarvan as well as Irelia.
Oh, okay, thanks, buy Paul for it.
It depends, because sometimes people, right now they do have the Baron buff, they might become very aggressive and might dive into the base because they know the mid is really pushed in. So right now you can see they're all just traveling to the top. It's now as whether they're going to just play a poking game, poke off the tower as much as possible, or they're going to straight away go for the dive.
I think Squid will not be able to hold the top lane. They probably want to defend at their double towers.
No, they want to defend the top lane. They don't want to lose more inhibitors because they're already losing so much in overall sight. If the inhibitor, if the turret does get taken down and the inhibitor, they'll not be able to escape the
They will
base.
definitely try, but whether they succeed, it's kind of a...
Oh, they are succeeding. Because Team Kha'zix is not wanting to charge, he's just waiting for someone to stand out, get rooted, made a mistake in the crescendo, and they're gonna win that team fight.
Yeah, this is like a siege right now. No one really trying to commit anything.
And not only that, because the mid inhibitor has broken, the top lane and bottom lane minions have become stronger. So you can see right there, bottom lane, just a huge amount of creeps shoving right in at the bottom side.
And
so,
the tower is probably gonna fall right to the crypt itself, and it will.
Yep. And there it goes. The tower does fall, and here we see it is just dancing once again.
And with the Baron regen, they probably can last this siege
For quite some time.
days if they need to.
Wow,
Until
look at the visual bug.
yeah. Whoa, Aurelia.
Look at the visual bug suddenly appearing, not sure why, but okay. And there goes Grace, gets caught right there, charging in on the Jax and Hector. This might be a good opportunity they wanted right there. They were moving back and Grace was a bit too far, but no, Slayer just gets taken down by Grace 1v1 at the back, and not enough damage coming out from Jax or...
Not that follow up against Graves. If someone else came with Concurrent to take off Graves,
no one could charge as far
Yeah.
as him, so which is one of the main things. And they're trying to take down everyone else as fast as possible, but oh wow, there goes Eco, heading the route right there, getting a kill onto Tarek. And this might be the GG WP because they are pushing in, bottom is pushing in, mid is pushing onto the double turrets, but
things are looking very bleak for Team Squid right now.
actually gonna fall back. Okay, they're actually gonna allow the
Well-
minions to take. Oh no, Jarvan is right there. I'm like, where's Jarvan? Okay, he just
He's
stays there.
cleaning up. He's clean up
Cleaning up.
some. Oh, they have Zyra at very low and Graves at very low.
Yep, but here we can see the bottom turret being taken down as well. Wow, so many vision bugs suddenly. We can see that Azure is forever ignited on my screen.
It happens sometimes in game,
Yeah, I
and
know.
and sometimes the sound plays on loop.
Yep.
Oh, that's super annoying.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
Yeah.
Here we can see Zed going in for the solo onto Dragon, and I believe he got home guard boots. You know, one thing I don't understand is that why would you get home guard boots when you're in such an advantage? Why did you get Alacrity
Furor.
or Furor?
Yeah,
Those two are much better overall once it comes to outside of the base.
Maybe she likes the graphics on the boots when you're on the base.
Or yellow feet.
Not yellow feet, it's like shiny, sparky,
Yellow feet?
WWE entrance kind of.
It's yellow feet.
Okay. And then you zoom around. Imagine that on Blitzcrank. That actually looks kind of nice. It looks fitting.
But one thing to know is that a lot of players actually don't opt to upgrade the boots early, which sometimes can be good. depending on your laning phase. For top laners, you upgrade your boost to alacrity and you're using movement speed queens, you get it early, you actually gain the advantage in running away very easily from your opponents. So
Personally, I do not. I buy the boots like after my 2 core items. I upgrade it to the 3rd tier after 2 core items.
sometimes I actually get it much earlier. After 1 core item, I get
Yeah,
it.
it really depends.
It really depends on what you're fighting against and what's going on. And here, right now, dancing is happening because they don't really need to force it in. The minions will come in no matter what.
Yeah, and they do not have the Baron buff anymore.
Because
Oh, Graves is isolated. This might be a good one for them. Finally be able. Oh, look at.
Yeah. And the Cataclysm comes out. You can see at the back there, Arena is diving onto Ezreal with anyone stopping him, but Zed does get taken down, but everyone else is being taken out. Oh, no, they're actually winning on this fight somehow. The Guardian Agent procs, there goes the kill, shut down onto Zyra, and Jarvan is forced to fall back right there.
I wonder what went wrong. I thought that K-Tank's buy would already be near unstoppable.
I would believe that damage from Graves was totally negated as he got shut down instantly.
Yeah, he
His
got
plans
walled.
was up and ready, and he got feared, he got stunned by Jax, and Jax they just focused him down so easy. And Inivia's ultimate was right there in the circle, and well, he does not have any defensive items at all. But we can see Graves most probably going to get getting injured soon because he does have the normal magic mentor. And
Once again, it's Anivia's wall that took that fight for them.
the fight for them. The Oniver's Voice is so important, so once you pick it up, you force engagements or the disengagements.
Yeah, and you isolate people. The positioning on that is really important as well.
Yeah,
So-
but I believe once again that is Vibranium Mania's fault. Actually, twice already he got caught. Just that this time they lost the fight. The other time he got caught, they actually
Still won.
the fight because Hacking Chase is a bit too far. No one could follow up on that. So yeah.
So good job, Anivia. Too noob to be true as a name, huh? That's his name, right? Too noob to be
true. So yes, he's too noob to be true. But yeah, so here we do see the blue buff going on. Baron coming
spawn.
down for 5 minutes and 7 seconds.
6 minutes now.
Yep. Oh, just a
And-
few seconds as I was mentioning. I was trying
Oh,
to
now
reach
they have double oracles because they want to see the wards clearer, maybe.
And it's a 2-man Baron right there. It is an end game, and especially with Blade of the Rune King. Baron, solo Baron is actually much easier as well because Baron does have so much HP. The Blade of the Rune King just slowly fills that up and does a lot of damage. Very easily.
Well, her current come and managed to steal this.
Yes, see, the Twin Ghost does spawn him. Oh, yes!
That's a
I just
steal!
saw the Baron right there.
That's
And
clutch
oh,
play by Curve. But right now, will they survive the fight? They need to survive the fight to capitalize on the Baron. Anivia goes down too fast.
Yes, Zyra will be taken out.
Yeah.
But
But at what
Graves
cost?
down right there. Vibranium Mina being put by Ezreal, but Jax is going to be able to counter strike. Most probably going to get another kill. Yes, they do it very well. Most probably they're able to do this together. Turtle Poop as well, Franker Slayer, and Ezreal running very far behind.
Still after the steal, after the Baron steal, they should have run that. They should have gotten away.
After the Baron steal, the positioning of the fight was so wrong. And Nivea was in the middle of everything, which led to the loss of that fight. And I wouldn't blame Jarvan for missing the smite, maybe because, Accurate Hackrim was level 18 at the point of time, so he didn't have extra damage on the smite.
And also, when there were people straggling behind, like Tarek wasn't that
Oh,
near.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this will be the GG. There's nothing Ezreal can do against the two bruisers as well as the so powerful Graves right there. So this is it. This is going to go to the side of Team K-Tanks. Bye. Let's
Good
go.
job to our
Bye.
champion. Yeah. He's saying bye, but he's coming again tomorrow. They'll be playing again tomorrow.
Should forfeit tomorrow. This
Yeah.
K-Tanks bye. Say goodbye
Yeah,
already.
you've proven your point. Now get out. Oh
yeah.
man, so Squid got the worst end of that, but it was a,
Oh, wow.
What?
Something happened, so I got an error. Most probably too many
Oh.
virtual bugs, so I cannot show the score screen on my side, but
my side has it.
so you can just announce a bit on the overall goal and difference right there.
Well, we have the highest goal onto Graves. Not surprising there, he's the AD carry. But Anivia is actually the second one on the leaderboard. And we can see that in terms of items...
Graves has 16k, Anemia with 16k, I really at 50.2k, Jax catching up slightly with 12k. But overall, so much money on the side of the top lane, mid lane, and AD carry for, well, Team K-Tanks now.
Yeah, despite that Baron steal that gives 300 across the board. So,
It just wasn't
And Jax, maybe if he built a little bit more damage orientated, he could do more in the team fight.
He don't have the sustain as mentioned, which is something he really needs. So overall, a very great job to, well,
Okay, thanks, bye.
bye. Bye. I don't see you tomorrow. Anyway, so we're actually going to move to the wager and win, but I'm still waiting for details. My producer's not telling me anything, nor is GM Pseudo, so can we hunt them down, please?
No, we
He's shaking his head, he doesn't know anything.
you want to give me more airtime because I look good. You have something to say about that?
Now. Anyway,
Oh.
we're just actually, I think we're just waiting for the bracket for the next match to come out. It's just, he is come in and Pseudo is actually going to jump in to the fray. He's going to show his
Yeah, he's gonna kick me out right now.
handsomeness,
So
but not unprofessionally dressed in the office. So bad, this Pseudo. Anyway, yeah, give us a moment. We're going to go to a short commercial break and Pseudo will come in to announce all the dilly-dally stuff.
and right after that, we're gonna do the wager and win, right?
Welcome to the League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Thresh, the Chain Warden.
What delightful agony we shall inflict.
Thresh is a short-ranged, beefy support champion who excels at manipulating the position of himself, his enemies, and his allies. Thresh can bring in an ally to gank from far away, save them from peril, or dive into the action himself. Thresh's passive is Damnation. Unlike other champions, Thresh does not gain armor per level. However, when nearby enemies die, they drop souls that Thresh can collect by walking over them. As Thresh collects these souls, he permanently gains armor and ability power. Death Sentence has a passive and an active effect. Passively, Death Sentence causes Thresh's attacks to deal bonus damage based upon the number of souls harvested, his total attack damage, and how long it's been since his last attack. When activated, Thresh throws out his scythe, damaging and pulling in the first enemy it hits. After hitting an enemy, Thresh may reactivate Death Sentence to pull himself to his target. I recommend a point in Death Sentence at level 1 and maxing it by level 13. Dark Passage tosses Thresh's lantern. If an ally near the lantern clicks it, Thresh will pull his ally and the lantern to himself. Any allied champions who walk near the lantern are also granted a damage blocking shield for a few seconds. I recommend taking Dark Passage at level 2 and maxing it immediately. Flay damages and slows all enemies in a line, both in front of and in back of Thresh. All enemies struck are also pushed in whichever direction Thresh casts the ability. Thresh can either push enemies away or pull them toward himself. I recommend placing 1 point in Flay early, but maxing it last. The Box is Thresh's ultimate. When cast, Thresh creates a prison of spectral walls around himself. Enemy champions who walk through a wall are damaged and massively slowed for a short time, but break that specific wall in the process. Let's start with Thresh's laning. Always make your best effort to collect the souls that drop from enemy minions in lane. However, some players may make this difficult. Fighting against Taric and Tristana, they do a good job of playing aggressively. Never collect a soul if you'll take too much damage for it. When fighting against Thresh, always punish him if he overextends to pick one up. Once the minions do push up, Thresh can easily collect them, but they will eventually die off. Many of Thresh's abilities can be used to save allies or himself. Here, as Trundle comes in for a gank, Thresh casts Flay toward Trundle. This knocks him back, allowing Thresh and Ashe to escape. Thresh is also good at securing kills in lane. Despite missing Death Sentence, Thresh gets into a battle. He deals some damage to Taric and then casts Flay backwards, pulling Taric in and granting Graves a kill. Flay combos nicely with Death Sentence. Thresh walks up to Soraka and pulls her back with Flay. The slow makes it easy to land Death Sentence, allowing Nocturne a quick
Hello, and
Because Nocturne's low on health,
doesn't
the
even
box
have
is
his microphone
causing
now.
Derek from chasing
You
down
said you're gonna
Thresh's
change
teammate.
to the image, not even show your face.
I'm not the
Combo can
producer
lock
here.
this individual target
See,
being
Darla's
low
picked it
health
out.
until death.
Anyway,
As
hey guys,
Varus
I'm
runs,
here to let you
flash
guys
into
know
Death
about the
Sentence
wager
connect.
and win. So it's going to be really simple. All you need to go is to go to Garena League of Legends Facebook page. There we will post up the top 8 of today. And what you need to do is you need to tell us a prediction of who you think is going to win. watch the stream tomorrow to find out if your team has actually won, and you walk away with special prizes which you have never given out on any stream on anywhere before. So
Priceless.
so it's a lot of interesting things out there. We won't be sure how many we're actually giving away, but I do know that it's going to be definitely more than one person that's going to get it. So all you need to do once again is go to the Garena League of Legends Facebook page. Once you see the post of Rise here with Wager and Win, vote on which of the top 8 teams will be qualifying out there, and there we will. And then you will, if the team that you choose wins, you win. That's simple. So yes, the brackets will be shown a little bit later as you are still getting the 8 teams' names out there. But congratulations to all the teams that have made it so far.
Yes, so K-Tanks by, please leave and let Trick go up. Since you know, you say you're disappointed Trick lost and your name is K-Tanks by, so just go home. Don't you agree, Zito?
No. So guys, thanks for watching the stream. Tomorrow we'll be back up again at the same time, and tomorrow we'll have the top 8, top 4, and then the grand finals done there. So in fact, we already have the brackets now, so we're just going to show you the brackets and who's made it up there. There we have it. Team
Fluffy Ninjas. Well, King Song Gaming once again making up the top. Maybe there is a winning combination once again. The first game with Caster, they won against Team Trick, so they're going on very strong. And there's Team Versatile right there, the next opponent. So it'll be interesting to see the beat Fragnity as well as Team Paradoxians. What? Okay.
No, it's Team 310B that has moved up there, beating up Team
No, I'm talking
Satisfaction.
about so Versatile is the one against Team Kingston
Yes.
Gaming. Then you say no?
I said immediately move down. Move to the next bracket there. Vendetta and Gimme Shuang Shuang has not handed in yet, so they're still going on. Team Fluffy Ninjas is there. Hopefully they win. That would be hilarious. Hi,
so
I'm Fluffy Ninja.
But they're gonna go with this Team K-Tanks by right there. Well, I mean, with these caster matches now, the match score is still being updated, so no problems there. So
And we have Team Troll together to Troll versus Team Santa. So maybe Santa would dish out some happy presents, or if they'd be bad children, it'd be cool.
they're trolls. How would you say happy presents? No, Santa's gonna bring a whip and whip that. Don't have not to throw anymore.
Yeah, so we do have 7 of the teams already there. So this will be going out on Facebook shortly within the next couple of minutes. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, we'll see you tonight.
Yes, we'll see you tomorrow for Varsity, but tonight in proper clothes, we'll come back for Garena Premier League.
Yes. So, yeah. Is there anything else you want to say?
Nope, there's nothing much. Thanks for watching.
Doesn't pay me enough for this, you know.
I'm not even paying it. I'm not even getting paid.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so yeah, thank you all for watching for today. So please leave some comments on our Facebook page, whoever Facebook page you have liked regarding VP Commander. If you like him, some people say he was
cute. Apparently somebody said Teddy was cuter as well.
I'm just fat, I'm sorry.
Somebody said Red was the fat man.
Oh, again, right?
Yeah, somebody wrote that again. I was like,
I'm known as a fat man right now, famous for being fat. So
it's okay, I shall put on weight. Then we'll be fat together.
no, wait, you have high metabolism. You'd be unfair to
It's
me
okay, it doesn't matter about my metabolism.
Just blah, 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 blah.
Okay, guys, we'll see you later for GPL. So, see you then. Bye.
Goodbye.